Says we are live. Let's check it out. Salute to the mighty LDBC. Much love to the chat. Those of y'all that's in the building early. Smash the like button as you come on in. I say smash the like button as you come on in. We're going to talk a little boxing in the AM. Share the video and spread the word to the ends of the earth. 78 Sports TV is live, you dig? Yes, sir. Let me scroll up and see who we got in the building thus far. Who we got in the building thus far? We got Jalen Hudson up in here, Coach 67, Sports TV, my brother in here. We got California Love, what's happening with it, cuz? We got Del Reeve, Mark Harrison, G. McCall, Bush Baby Boxing, Ether in the building. Let me see here. We got Nada 86 coming through early in the super chat with that 2-piece. Thank you, sir. Says salute, General, and salute to the mighty LDBC. Yes, sir. We got KBGJ in the building. Maya the Master Musa, what's happening? Mark Wonderlynch. We got Kevin Hill, Brandon Allen Perry, Jeff the producer. Let me see here. My brother Joseph Brown is in the building. Gabe Moore, Pablo Escobar, Nicholas Levi, Chris Ruffin in the building. Escalera Gustavo, TY Boxing 02, Bush Baby Boxing, K Mac, 88 Sports Talk is in the building. My brother Joe Townsend coming through standing on LDBC business. You dig? Sister Shower is in the building. Miami Snoopy 305. The Brothers UK. Sister Shaquilla Fields is in the building. Salute. Ratchet since 91. Bert from Marketing is up in here. What's happening with it, Bert? Sheldon LDBC had nothing in the building. Cano Loco TV. What it do? Rick Blackwell, NY Willis. Coach Hudson, the one and only in the building. What it do? A-Wavy09. Let me see here. Acondo LDBC had nothing. The Dirt Gang Boss. It's Principalities. Let's see. I said Slip the Jab. Marcus. Let me see. New Fat Boy Fitness. What it do, man? Lacey the Great. Donnell Chambers. Can't read everybody, but salute to everybody that's in the building, y'all. I appreciate y'all. I see y'all coming through here. All y'all here. Cameron Field, salute to the sister. JC Storyteller, what it do? See all y'all coming through here, man. Appreciate all y'all. All right. What's up, Man Event Mark? I see you coming through. I see y'all. All right, y'all got to forgive me for the late show today, late start, you know. What's up, Dirt Road Killers? Dirt Road, Gabe ain't roasted nothing. Gabe is an idiot who don't know what he's talking about. And I'm going to cook on that today. Gabe Rosado spread about your misinformation, but the goofies believe him. The goofies believe Gabe Rosado because they get misinformation. But this is what bothers me about the internet. You can just come out here and say anything, and if it sounds good to you, then people repeat it. Nobody care about facts no more. They care about what sound good. All like, oh, he roasted him. Ooh. No, he didn't. Gabe Rosado didn't know what he's talking about. He spread misinformation. It's like a battle rap. You ever watch a battle rap? One dude is dropping bars, using his lyrical technique, and he telling the truth about this dude. Another dude is spreading a bunch of lies, just making up stuff as you go. So you can choose to believe the lies and ride with that, but I tend to go with the guy who tells the truth. Joseph Brown in that super chat with the 5-piece. Appreciate the love, fam. He says, it happened. Legend. Oh, yeah, man, for sure. R.I.P. to George Foreman, Big George. Salute to Big George, man. R.I.P. to Big George. Vernon Thompson says, facts, the lies and battle rap out of control. Yeah, that's because that's what the internet wants, bro. People don't want the truth no more. Now it's about who can lie the best, who can make enough people say, "Ooh, dang, oh, he got you." That's all it is, bro. It's a scam. We're gonna cook on it. So first of all, let's deal with this, man, because a lot of these Ryan Garcia fans, these weirdos out here. Yeah, Gabe Rosado might be solid in the, where he's from. What I'm telling you is he's lying. He don't know what he's talking about. All right, let's get right to the Gabe Rosado part. Gabe Rosado came. I saw him on the interview. I heard it myself. He said Devin Haney sued Ryan Garcia for battery, and the judge threw it out. The judge said, "You can't. You're a boxer. You can't sue somebody for battery." The judge threw it out, and then Devin comes back. He's fighting on Ryan undercard. How humiliating is that? What's humiliating is you just made that up. No judge ever told Devin Haney he can't sue Ryan Garcia. That's a lie. It's a lie. So either you're uneducated, Gabe Rosado, or you're lying on purpose because you're trying to support your boy. Oh, no, I was going with Devin anyway. Nah, sounds sketchy to me. On one hand, you're talking all this warrior, rah, I'm a warrior. I'm going to fight anybody. I'm a warrior. Then you tell Devin Haney, you don't know. You think you picked the wrong opponent because he come back fighting a tough opponent. So you got to make it make sense. 1 minute, y'all saying Devin is soft and scary and he a B word. The next minute, he fights somebody tough. Oh, he's still scary and soft and stupid now because he's fighting somebody tough. Cut it out. Gabe Rosado, just like the rest of these cats out here, their career's over with. They're trying to make a name for themselves on these podcasts and doing interviews. He ain't no different from what's the chick name? Jaguar Wright. Gabe Rosado now for to start coming out here acting like Jaguar Wright, saying anything. See, once you get caught lying. See, that stuff can work against the uneducated fan. But once you get caught lying to me, and you standing on that lie, I can't rock with you no more. Because it's not like, okay, maybe I just got some misinformation. No, you standing on a lie. This is research that you can easily do. So you telling the world that Devin Haney lawsuit got thrown out by a judge because the judge said you can't sue nobody for battery. That's an internet lie. It's made up. Never happened. All right, so anyway, I had to deal with that Gabe Rosado situation real quick. But let me see. Let me make sure I got everybody. DC, the late bloomer in the super chat. Appreciate the love of the 2-piece. Says grown man bars is something you got to deal with. Yeah, facts. Big facts. All right, let's go get with it. Trey Brown in the super chat with the 5-piece. Appreciate the support, fam. Since your podcast was great, talking about Big U, it's crazy the internet reward internet snitches. Whack Snitch 100, Vlad FBI, Adam CIA, Sleuths. Hey, bro, I'm glad you brought that up. This is why I be having to take breaks from the internet. I just can't do the fake stuff, bro. I can't, bro. It's like, okay, look, man. If we all gonna decide, right? If the majority of the people are gonna say that, this is snitching is wrong, and snitching. Oh, you a sucker. You suing Ryan Garcia. You a snitch. You're snitching. You supposed to be from the streets and you're snitching, man. Bill supposed to be a street dude and he out here snitching, man. Snitching. But then all these dudes co-sign Whack 100, 50 Cent, and these dudes actually be snitching. Every dude got a million excuses for these dudes snitching. Y'all love these dudes going on. Everybody podcast. Dudes sitting out on the podcast. Nobody telling these dudes to shut up. Yeah, man, I seen Big U say some goofy stuff. Somebody sent it to me. He said something goofy, some incriminating stuff on the pod. I'm like, oh my God, bro. They finna use this against you, bro. You know what I mean? Look, they finna get you for something now. I didn't even know you said this goofy mess on camera. So y'all gotta decide how y'all want to do it. Because one thing that's not going to happen, it ain't going to be a bunch of non-street dudes telling me what street dudes and how street dudes need to move. I'm not going to tolerate it. Secondly, if a man who's a millionaire gets cheated and done wrong, if he can't sue the other millionaire for cheating him, doing him wrong, how is he supposed to handle it? In the streets? I want to hear it, because when Bill Haney was arguing with Floyd Mayweather, what's up, my brother Drew Titan LLC in the building? When Bill Haney was arguing with Floyd Mayweather that time, and Bill said, "I'm in these streets," he wasn't talking about literally being in the streets. I knew exactly what Bill was saying. So you have a bunch of people making videos. Oh, this is ignorant. Bill's talking about he's still out in the streets. You got to get past that street stuff. You're a businessman now. You're a millionaire. You need to get past the street stuff. But boy, when that Ryan Garcia lawsuit came out, what did everybody do? Oh, man, what about the streets? Nah, man. You're from the streets, man. The streets, you can't do this in the streets, man. In the streets, man. We don't do that in the streets. So anyway, bro. Did your boy Tank Davis, ain't he from the streets? That's what y'all say. Tank Davis just threatened to sue YouTubers for talking bad about him. The tweets are still out there. Am I lying? Am I making that up? Didn't Tank Davis just threaten to sue YouTubers for talking bad about him? Spread misinformation. King Mac the God is in the super chat with that 10-piece. Much love and much appreciation, fam. He said ninjas root for Bronny, a mediocre player, and truly undeserving. He said Devin is dang, he just did a drive-by on Bronny for no reason. He said Devin is the undisputed champ, youngest promoter. He gets ished on. Said, why is this, OG? Both have active black fathers. Well, look, Bronny is getting a lot of love because his father is beloved, okay, because LeBron James. He's LeBron James' son. But Bronny also get a lot of hate because he's LeBron James' son, too. So it go hand in hand. But I really don't want to do that. I really don't want to go. I might revisit that a little later. I don't really want to turn this video into that. Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't want to start talking about Bronny and all that. I think, because I like little dude. I like Bronny. You know what I'm saying? I want him to be successful, too. It's not his fault that, his daddy Bron be doing a lot of stuff that causes people to not like his son. You know what I'm saying? And I knew that was coming. I told people, I said, look, man, I know y'all don't rock with LeBron. I know that, right? But listen, bro, when his son come in the league, man, be careful y'all don't transfer that hate for LeBron over to his sons, because that really ain't fair, bro. Don't do that, you know what I'm saying? But, nobody listen to me. I don't care. It is what it is. We'll talk about that's a basketball video. We'll talk about that later, though. But salute to you, King Mac the God. Appreciate you, bro. Let me see here. Yeah, on commentary, you seen that? He came through and he came through just spraying up, and Bronny caught one. All right, so now let's get back to this situation here with the lawsuit, because a lot of people are talking about, oh man. Well, matter of fact, let me I don't know if Bill is busy right now. Let me drop the link in the chat for Bill. Don't nobody else click that link. I'm not letting nobody else on right now. This is for Bill. If Bill, let me text him. Let him know I dropped the link in the chat. Let me see here. Let's see here. Okay. Let me pin it. Let me go ahead and pin this joint. Y'all can use that link later, but right now I'm gonna see if Bill available. Let me see here. Smash that like button, share the video, ladies and gents. Yeah, the lights looking filthy out here in these streets. What's up, Brown Sugar Tay Tay is in the building. Come on now. Come on, YouTube. What you doing to me now? There we go. There we go. What's up, G Code Woody? Jafari Caesar, what it do? Stormy B Man is in the building. My brother Stormy said they ain't gonna listen 78. There's a complete disconnect from ancestry wisdom. I've been saying it a while. Yeah, man, you're right. Right, bro. It's just wild out here. Let me see here. Let me get my brother on here real quick. Let me see. Trail Bill was in the building. What it do, Bill?
7-8 the General. Shout out to the mighty LDBC and everybody in the chat and everybody that's going to be catching this on syndication. YouTube, yes, Twitter, everywhere. Man, how you doing, General?
Doing wonderful, bro. Wonderful, man. How you feeling?
Man, I'm blessed by the best, praying for the rest, sir. Just
yes, sir.
I'm here at my dentist appointment right now, so
oh man, that's love, man. The man pulled up on the dentist appointment. Who y'all know doing it like this, man? The man that pulled up on his dentist appointment.
Absolutely, man. I always got to show up and show out for those that show the love that you've shown over the years, and LDBC, and you know what I mean. I'm just it's a good time, man. We getting ready for May 2nd. You know, Times Square, Devin Haney versus Jose Ramirez. It's gonna be fireworks, bro. I'm just looking for Devin to come back and set the people straight. You know what I mean?
For sure. Let me ask you, Bill. What do you say to the people? Because I seen the Gabe Rosado stuff. You know, I stayed away from that topic for a couple days till I calmed down. But I haven't talked about it now. But Gabe Rosado and a few other people are saying that Devin picked the wrong opponent. Ramirez is a straight G, and he this and he that. I mean, first of all, why Devin not getting credit for picking a good opponent?
Well, I mean, Gabe Rosado looked like he might have picked the wrong opponent 17 times. I mean, Gabe Rosado looks like he might have picked the wrong opponent 17 times. So, you know what I mean? It's a part of the business. 1 minute they say that they want competitive fights. They don't want us cherry picking. They want, styles make fights. And when you pick a style like Jose Ramirez, somebody that's going to come forward, that's tall, that's a career 140-pound fighter. Then everybody is doing all this complaining. You can't have it both ways, But I got a chance to experience that in the Ryan Garcia fight. Everyone complained about the movement and Devin is a runner. And when he stood there, they had a problem with that. When they said that, question his chin. And they still, I think that's the one thing that Gabe Rosado was talking about that was so disappointing is that he's described as a warrior who's lost 17 times, went down in a fight before. To say that he has a chin and to not say that Devin had got up, 3, 4, 5 times, if you want to say 20 times, versus a man that was on Ostarine, banned PED, to get back up and the fight with the, vigor and determination that he had in the 12th round. I'm so proud of him, and I think that the boxing community should be, at least the ones that are not hating.
Yes, sir, man. What do you think about? Let me post one of your tweets up here. I'm gonna post it up here for you. I see you put up here. Mexican fighters get praised for effort. They just have to fight, and they get love. Black fighters have to not just win, but win big, and only then they might get a little respect. He says, # they have to fight, we have to win. Break it down for me, brother.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, and it doesn't matter. Champion, challenger, journeyman, you know what I mean, contender. The Mexican community tends to support, and I would say Latinos in general tend to
Yeah,
support their fighters, right? Which I don't have a problem with it. It's just that if you support yours, and when you see fighters that fit the same bill, they should be called warriors as well. But we're not called warriors. We're called slick. You know what I
right,
mean? And we've
right.
we've you know what I mean? We've openly accepted the fact that we're slick fighters. When you're hitting and not getting hit, but what's slick about that? That's the name of the game. It's called boxing. It's not called fighting. But you know what I mean? Um, that's just my take on it, my feeling. You know what I mean? Of being in the business now, for quite some time.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Another one you put up today, in response to the lawsuit, he says, I filed a lawsuit against Ryan for PEDs and somehow got some Mexicans more mad at Bill and Devin than Donald Trump. He says, you can't make this up. Okay. Now, man, that's the one that got me right there. It's like, I don't understand the hate that for Devin, and the hate that y'all getting. I get it. Even if you chalk it up to they jealous of Devin, okay? Y'all have to be extremely important, okay? Extremely important figures
Hmm.
for somebody to just blatantly hate on y'all like this and trying to discourage you, because they're still trying to split y'all up. They still don't want you and Devin on the same platforms and talking together. They're trying to put stuff in his head, trying to do all. This is this divide and conquer is a mug, man. So, um, what do you say, Bill? Now going forward, May 2nd, is
Well,
Devin y'all
one
focus?
one thing that I know that they won't be able to split up history. History was made in Australia when we went down and not only unified the division but became the youngest undisputed champion in boxing at 23 years old. So they will not be able to separate that. Everything else is fiction. You know what I mean? And it's made up. Devin will always be my son. I love him to death. He chooses me to be in his corner. He chooses me to get out here and speak about the fights and kill narratives and keep the people informed. And I'm happy. I got the best job in the world. I work for my son. You know what I mean? And working for our last name and not our first. So I don't care what they say. I mean, I think it's blatant in our community that you see these narratives being created. But one thing that I set out to do was that I wanted other fathers and mothers to be inspired by our story, but be inspired enough to know that if we can do it, they can do it as well, and not necessarily work with the promoters like we have. We've worked with Golden Boy, Matchroom, Top Rank, Showtime, and Al Heyman. Them, we've worked with them. But we've never been slaves to them. You know what I
Right,
mean?
right, right.
Me coming from my mom being a Black Panther in the '60s, she instilled in me to take advantage of the opportunity, be prepared for the opportunity. They fought for us to have an opportunity, win, lose, or draw. You know what I mean? So that's what I value, and I want to set the tone for other fathers and mothers and sons and daughters to have an opportunity to become undisputed, to not be a slave to any company, but invest in your own. And it's Devin Haney Promotions. It's Devin Haney versus everybody, and that's the way it is. We're not friends with anyone in the division. We're not friends with any promoters. We hold no allegiance. This is a competitive sport. The allegiance we hold is to the fans, and that's it.
I agree, man. I think that a lot of the hate y'all hate does come from your independence as well. The fact that y'all haven't um, stayed with a promoter, y'all have kept yourself available to move around, fight anybody. And are you good? You gotta go up there.
No, no, I'm fine.
Okay,
Yeah.
but because y'all kept yourself available to fight anybody,
Hey, Doc.
a lot of
Hey,
people who are
everybody.
not in that
Hello,
position
good morning.
is hating.
Yes.
A lot of people who are stuck in contracts 3 and 5 fight deals and stuff. They hating on the situation with you.
Absolutely, absolutely. That's like I said, that my sole motivation is that another father, another father and mother and son and daughter will be inspired that they can do it. If we can do it, they can do it. Because before us, I think the narrative was that if you don't hold allegiance to one of the big three or big four, the big four adding Eddie Hearn and Matchroom now, that you weren't going to get anywhere, that you were going to be stuck, you know what I mean, that you couldn't do it, you may as well choose another sport. Well, I mean, that narrative has been broken, you know what I mean, that goal and that accomplishment has been accomplished, so that's what I live in right there. I live in that.
For sure. Shout out to my brother LVZ. No buck dancing allowed is in the super chat. Appreciate the love, bro. Coming through with that 10 piece. He says, salute Bill, F Gabe, the gatekeeper. So it's always been a Puerto Rican and Mexican rivalry until a black person is in the mix. You know how that go, LVZ. Let me see. Let me read these other super chats too while
The
we here.
glorified gatekeeper. I mean, he said it himself. He said that he was a gatekeeper. I mean, since when a glorified gatekeeper is able to assassinate an undisputed champion, a two-division champion, someone that has accomplished so much in the sport, someone that's self-made and self-paid. It only can happen when it's someone like a Gabe Rosado, who has a lot of bravado, but he also has a lot of help within his community, because they're tweeting and typing and all that other stuff. But like I said, we didn't come in to make friends with anybody. It's nothing personal. I think that what you've seen is for the fans and for boxing. We've challenged every race, every color, and every creed. You know what I mean? And that's just the way we started out. I think, our first beef was with Robert Easton Jr., and Adrian Broner. You know what I mean? That's when no one else was around the 135-pound division. Not
Right,
Lomachenko, not no one. You know what I mean? So we
right,
stayed down as they entered the division, whether it was Tank, it was Lomachenko, it was Shakur, it was, you know what I mean?
right, right.
And we unified the whole division, and became undisputed with them there. And they came in after us. So we stuck around, and you have Fanon Nakan and those kind of guys talking about the size of Devin, you know what I mean? Well, I want to talk about the size of his heart and how determined he was, to stay in the division, to unify. So that took a heck of a commitment, you know what I mean? I'm so proud of him. But we'll be fighting at 144 pounds May 2nd, against Jose Ramirez, a very formidable two-time champion, and we couldn't be no much more proud.
Yes, sir. Now, I'm going to read this super chat here. On commentary, St. Louis with the 5 piece. Thank you, sir. He says, how I see it is Bronny and Devin both. This is back to something we were talking about before you came on, Bill. He says,
Okay,
Bronny and Dev both have active black fathers. Dudes hate LeBron, so they root for his son to fail. Dudes hate Bill, so they root for Dev to fail. But people just, bro, black fathers is the most hated. Is the most hated. That's how it's gonna be, fam. We know
yeah,
that. We know what we up against. Um, Boxer fan times four. Let me know when you gotta go, Bill. Boxer
okay,
fan
yeah.
times four.
I'll keep cooking until they come in.
Yeah. Boxer fan times four in the super chat with the 5 piece. Salute to you. Says, does Big U going down have to do any? Nah, we'll talk about that one later. I don't want to. I don't even want Bill to answer that around them people. You never know who listening. Let's see here. Southside Boxing 601 in the super chat. Appreciate the love, brother. With the 10 piece, he says, I've been watching you for over a decade, OG. You've never switched up. I've seen a lot of channels. I used to have love for a change. Thank you, OG, for being an example. Always riding for what's right. Bro, ain't no other
Absolutely,
way.
off top.
Ain't
Appreciate
no
you,
other way.
Southside Boxing.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, and that's and like I said, that's a message that should resonate with other fathers and mothers, you know what I mean, especially in this boxing community where, the fighter is being told that he doesn't need his dad, or he's not going to get anywhere with his mom, you know what I mean? That's that's so far from the truth. Most of the time, we're in their corners, from the very beginning. You know what I mean? And there's no need to separate us. We can add to, we can work with, but there's no need to separate.
Indeed, indeed, absolutely. Let me ask you this as well, Bill. So, have there been any change? I see people in the chat asking this question. Has there been any change to the venue? We know y'all supposed to be fighting in New York May 2nd. Any change to that?
No, no, there's no change. May 2nd, it will be in New York. It's, slated for Times Square, and a historic event. We're looking forward to it. But there has been some changes in the corner, and it's going to be something that's going to be announced soon. And I know 780, he knows off the record, and
Yeah,
those that are close to us, and people are going to be surprised. They're going to be mad, but they're going to be surprised.
yes, sir.
And like I said, it's an addition. It's not a subtraction. You can
Right,
work with, but you don't have to, separate.
yes, sir. Shout out to Scott Linhan in the super chat. Appreciate the love. It says R.I.P. Livingston Bramble. Absolutely, for sure.
When did he
R.I.P.
pass?
Past 2 days ago, I think.
Man, shout out to Livingston Bramble, someone that we worked with early on. Um, Devin is young, 8, 9, 10 years old. My prayers go out to his family. You know what I mean? He has a tremendous, respectable son. Say hi. Say hi.
What's up?
Yes,
Yeah.
indeed.
Yes. He has very he just has his son is just he's golden. His son. You know what I mean? So my prayers go out to the Bramble family.
For sure. And whoever this is in the background pretending to be my homeboy, I'm texting him right now. He ain't responding, so I don't know who you is for to kick you out of here. Get up out of here, man. Y'all be trying. Every time y'all see Bill on my channel, y'all be trying some foolishness, man. They just want to get on here and just yell at you and say something crazy.
Yeah.
People nuts. But anyway, let me see. Oh, that was you. My bad. My bad, Ram. That was Ram. Okay. I'm going to bring you on in a minute, Ram. I thought that was somebody playing. Okay, but another question I got for you, Bill. When you have a guy like Jose Ramirez, I'm not sure, but he looks to be like he's naturally bigger than Devin to me. I don't know.
Yes.
I don't know if he is or not, but he looks bigger than Devin. Okay,
Mhm.
if he comes in, given what happened last fight, if this dude come in and he missed weight by a couple pounds, what's the protocol now?
Well, it won't be a fight. It won't
Yeah,
be a fight. Of course, you live and you learn. And we've done that for the people. They weren't. Uh, they the Stephen A. Smiths of the world and all that. We were criticized and ridiculed about it. You know what I mean? And instead of glorified for pushing the fight to continue. You know what I mean? For all the fans that had bought outfits and plane tickets and all that, I just couldn't see saying no to them and sending them back even after they were still supporting the event, knowing that Ryan Garcia could be on some BS. We
right,
showed
right,
up, he was on the BS, and we tried to do our best to go through with the fight, and we came up. We came up short, but we came up short against a person that was using PEDs. So it was reversed, and and now we're 31-0. And I don't plan on we don't plan on losing to Jose Ramirez on the scale or in the ring.
absolutely, facts. Okay, good stuff, Bill. I'm gonna let you go. I'm gonna bring my brother Ram on real quick. I'm gonna bring Ram
Absolutely.
on so you can
All
stay
right,
as long as
I appreciate 7-8, and they got a lot of trolls right now. They got a lot of trolls, trolls that look like us
yeah,
and not look like us. You know what I'm saying?
for
And I
sure.
will come back and catch me on my live later on, and I'm gonna address the one in particular. You know what I mean? The
Oh
one
yeah,
eye, the one-eyed fraud. Charleston White himself. You know what I mean? I'm gonna get on him. You know what I mean? He had a lot to say. He had a lot to say about, what I like and what I do, and, that I like white meat, but come to find out, he likes pork. You dig? because
Right.
I think he got a Mexican that he got a baby by. But I'm gonna leave that.
Well, he's gonna say anything. Charles
Yeah,
White
yeah,
work.
yeah, yeah,
He
yeah,
work
yeah.
for the
Well,
feds anyway.
yeah, yeah. Well, I'm gonna be addressing him. I'm gonna dress him up just like I dress everybody else that comes at my son, and I expect every other parent, you know what I mean, to do the same. We're not gonna leave no stone unturned as long as I'm up and I'm breathing and I got an opportunity to address him. I'm gonna dress him up.
Yes, sir.
Absolutely, King.
Hey,
All
salute,
right,
Bill.
all right,
Appreciate you.
Hey,
y'all.
salute,
Y'all,
brother Bill.
hey,
Wassalamu
salute.
alaikum, my brother.
Walaikum salam, King. Ramadan Mubarak to you and everybody in the chat and everybody
To you as
that's
well.
fasting.
I just
Yeah, everybody
finished
that's
knocking
fasting
out
as
my
well.
prayers. So yeah, appreciate that.
Absolutely, King. I only got one day to make up because I was traveling. You know what I mean? And so other than that, Devin is doing Ramadan as well. So he's strong. You know what I mean? And we're just looking forward to it.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. That's good business, man. Stay
All
on
right,
their
King.
neck, bro. Keep doing you, man. We appreciate you, brother.
Absolutely. I wouldn't
Yes,
do it.
sir.
I don't know. I don't know how to do it no other way. Okay. I appreciate y'all. Shout out to the mighty, mighty LDBC.
You
You
did.
did?
Yes,
All
sir.
right. Peace.
Peace, brother Bill. Appreciate you. Walking down around Big Step. What's happening? Abel, is that you in the background?
Oh shit. I was just chop it up with Bill. Never talked to him before, so
Oh, okay.
figured,
Yeah. That's why I
yeah,
said before. When I dropped the link, I said this is just for Bill. Don't nobody else click the link. That's why I didn't think that was you when you came on here.
yeah. I clicked it, but then I was like, man, let me make up my morning prayer because I was at work all morning this morning, so I missed it driving that street sweeper.
Abel, that's you, Abel.
Nah, don't let Abel come up here. His voice
Yeah,
gonna give us
don't be
cancer.
don't be up here cussing and stuff. I don't even know that's Abel. Let me get him out of here.
Yeah, no, that probably is Abel.
I'm gonna wait till he turns his camera on the background. But
Yeah,
anyway,
you better have some clothes on too.
all right. But anyway, but yeah, what's the homie had asked a question about
Yeah, man.
Let's go back up to it.
Nah, that's a rumor, bro. Yeah. The
Let's go
homie
back up.
just got cracked for just being too sloppy with it, bro. That's all that is, man. Ain't no big old conspiracy or none of that. It's just motherfucker, or not even that. Not cussing, but it's just getting sloppy with their business, bro, and thinking that I don't know what they was thinking. Phones ain't tapped or whatever. I don't know. Just doing too much. That's all it is, bro. It ain't no big conspiracy or nothing. And that was just one section of the set that got cracked, because we come from a pretty big section,
Right.
and in our section, it's a lot of different cliques and all of that. So that, where bro from, that's like the front part of the hood. And we really, we function all under the umbrella, but we ain't functioning like that. You feel me? Like I mess with the overhills more than I do, the homies on the dime, and that's the front part of the hood. So yeah, it ain't nothing like that. Even Buster Whack ain't tripping on nothing getting passed around. You feel me? That's
Mm-hmm.
just shit happens like that over the West. That's to be expected. You just choose your wife wisely, but no, it ain't no big old secret conspiracy or nothing. Just stupid people doing stupid stuff, bro. That's all.
Right.
And you got
Hey,
too
Abel,
lax in their
turn your
daily
camera back
gangster
on, Abel.
activities.
Turn your camera back on, Abel. I ain't see. Try to make sure that's you. I got you. Abel. Okay. All right, Ram cleared that up for him.
Yeah,
What's happening with it, Coach Hudson?
Peace, family. How you doing, brother?
Doing good, bro. Doing good. Just chilling, man. Relaxing, man. And cooking on this ridiculous Haney haters out here, man.
that's
Yeah, man.
crazy, bro. Get all that hate and fight everybody you ask them to fight and all that. We can't get Tank to fight nobody in his regular weight class that's worth something. Can't even
Oh,
get a 50-50 fight out of Tank. That last one with Tank was a surprisingly 50-50
Yeah,
fight,
yeah.
and he
That
pulled
was that
somebody
was
up.
right. That was just him. That was him not knowing he was cherry picking, going wrong. That's all.
Yeah, he picked the sour cherry. That cherry tree was bad. So yeah, they'll fight anybody and take anything to fight them, bro. And that's what I wanted to tell Bill too, man. Stop being so nice, bro. And do some WWE stuff and start being the heel now, since they don't appreciate the righteousness, man. You know, lucky I ain't on the team. We'll be fighting tomato cans from here till 2030.
Hey, I'm trying to tell you.
Yeah, just cause y'all want to talk all that head, bro, and that ain't cool. We actually got a throwback type fighter who will fight anybody. You know, yeah, he don't got hella knockout power, pillow fist, whatever you want to call him. He ain't got no losses. You feel me? He's a boxer. He wins with boxing. It wasn't no issue when Floyd was doing it after he tore his hands up, but we already know, bro. He just getting that hate because of the skin he in. And then his pops is on point too. You know, his pops come from where we come from and made it to where they at now. That's one thing they don't like. You feel me? The same thing with us though. We get a bunch of hate because we come from street activities, and now we tax-paying citizens. You
Right,
feel me?
right.
Like, I just paid my taxes today. Happy I only had to pay them 6 G's this year because I got a new car last year. You feel me? So that helped. But
Yes, sir.
yeah, man, we actually tax-paying. Like, I can honestly say I don't want my tax dollars going to this and that. And I got 5 G's on it this year. Last year it was 12. Year before that it was 15. So, I keep figuring it out.
Right,
But they
right.
don't want to see that, bro. They just want to see us like with the 60s questions. They rather see us in the Rico. You feel me? They want to talk about that. Now, they don't want to talk about how motherfuckers from this set, moved away from there, did good, and took homies with them, so they could do good because life is bigger than the set. And that's what Bill and Dev is doing right now, being bigger than East Oakland. You feel me?
Yeah.
Took it worldwide. Over there eating with the sheiks and all of that. And still get the hate. That's man. And the cold part, the frustrating part, these haters don't even want to fight.
You know they ain't trying to fight nothing, man. These people ain't finna do. Let me go to my boy Coach Hudson. No, what's happening
Oh,
with
what
Coach?
up, coach?
Peace. Yeah, brother. You ever think about starting a nonprofit? You won't have to pay them taxes.
Yeah, put me up on game then. Heck,
Yeah,
man.
Yeah,
yeah. The
yeah,
nonprofit is definitely a move. The only thing about the nonprofit is you have to be absolutely have to. No ifs ands buts about it. You gotta be on your books.
yeah.
You gotta be on your books. You gotta know exactly what you're doing. You gotta document everything. Otherwise, you
Oh
can get.
yeah, I'm already on there. You showed me how to do that when I first started my company, when I
Yeah, I'm just.
graduated 5 years ago. So
Well,
yeah, that's
I know.
easy.
But what I'm saying is like how like sometimes because when you got your own stuff, how you might all right. Well, I got 3,000 right here from this. I'm gonna use this to pay this, and I'm gonna replace it. You can't really do that with that because if you black and you come from where we come from, they watching everything you do about that, and they gonna turn that into some type of criminal conspiracy, like you robbing your own business or something. Like what? Bro,
Yeah,
even if you replace the money the next day, it's still what happened with this and this and that. Pastor Student, I got you, bro.
yeah,
So
I'm gonna get on that though. Bet.
Yeah,
yeah,
look
go
into
ahead,
that.
Coach Hudson. Go ahead and cook.
Yeah, look into that. But yeah, brother, your energy sound better today, man. I hope you enjoyed your weekend. But I'm not
Yes, sir.
surprised by any of this that's going on because the same enemies of yesterday in the sport of boxing, they are still here today. It's just now we have so much self-hate and infighting, we can't really see it. But let me point out the hypocrisy of this whole thing with the Haneys. You know, back in the day, they used to label us as thugs. They had this thing with labeling a lot of our fighters as thugs. Now watch this hypocrisy. After Haney, after Devin decided to take this man to court and handle things like a businessman, you have all these people coming out saying, "Oh, you soft for that, you will be for that." Now I want y'all to go back in time just a little bit. I'm not gonna go all the way back to Jack Johnson. We can go to the '90s when Riddick Bowe fought Andrew Galata, and the low blows was happening, and the riot broke out in the stadium. Even though George Foreman, a black man, was there protecting Jim Lampley and Larry Merchant, as soon as Larry Merchant could get back on the mic, he got on the mic and said basically it was all Riddick Bowe's fans' fault that this was going on. And they showed the white guys
Right.
from out of town jumping on our people, and we started handling business. So for weeks, they called Riddick Bowe a thug. They called Bernard Hopkins a thug. They called Zab Judah a thug. It was always this label of thug when we were not handling business the way they deemed we should, and we was getting down and dirty. Like if we felt we was getting cheated back in the 90s a few times, hey man, people might rush the ring. People might get to fighting in the crowd. So now you have a young black man that don't smoke, he don't drink, he don't get in no drama. All he do is fight the best. He stays on weight. He follows the rules. He don't cheat, and y'all still complain. And it's just hypocrisy because the same people. Now watch this. The same people that was complaining about Big U the other day. These are the same people that's hating on Bill. Not everybody, but some of y'all are hypocrites. Some of you that are saying you want fathers to take over in the community, you want men to stand up, but then you have a
Right.
man like Bill Haney that takes his son, don't even go through the USA Boxing Olympic route. He does a harder route. And if anyone studies, it is very hard to do what Bill Haney did. It's already hard enough to try to get to the top in USA boxing because now with the judges in USA boxing, the fighting style, a lot of our slick fighters are losing to people not as slick because of the way the judges are calling it because they want a certain type of fighter to get to the top. You have to put on almost a master class to get to the nationals as a young black kid coming up in USA boxing now. And for you all to not even respect or have any type of, I mean, Bill did it all, man, when it come to getting his son to this point. And the only reason why those in boxing, the boxing elite, the leaders are mad at the Haneys is because they are independent.
Right.
There is a movement to take away the leverage from elite black boxers. This is what I
Yep.
mean, y'all. If they can turn it and it become about entertainment, the black fighters who are heavily skilled no longer have the leverage that they have now. They already don't want the little leverage they have now. But if they can go ahead and keep this narrative going that the American black fighter is just a runner, and there's all this with the Mexican style and the Eastern European style. I promise you, if Dana White was around 10 years ago and he got his hands on Lomachenko, they will be calling Lomachenko the greatest fighter of all time.
Oh yeah, for sure. They want to do it anyway.
Yeah, they want to do that. And not only that, if you all look at the interview, Dana White just said, see, I know this snake, I know this devil like the back of my hand. They asked Dana White about his plans right after the Turkey interview. Dana White said, Turkey has obligations that I don't have to follow.
Right.
He said that my plans are not his plans. I have a different view. So I already know what time it is with him. I
Right.
already know what he on. So I don't even have to guess. No matter what, even if it looks like at first he's bringing black fighters with us, his long game is still to bring a great white hope forward.
And Turkey played this stuff with Dana.
He definitely played
Now,
it stuff.
I've heard this behind the scenes from several fighters that was like shocked with the Dana thing. Like, why Dana though? Like, why would he do that? Like, because listen, bro, Turkey got all his money. He doing a lot of good stuff. That's cool. But in the back of his mind, they still worship these people. I'm telling you, these mother they still look up to these people like they better than them.
Mm-hmm.
And he went and got Dana White. And the first thing Dana talking about getting rid of the Ali Act and all this stuff. Man, come on, bro.
Mm-hmm. You already know what that's about.
Right.
You already know what that's about. I see it from a mile away. And it's our people, man, that I just don't like. I'm not ever surprised anymore by people from outside the culture that do what they do. But like I was listening to this guy the other day. I was in a live chat, and this Mexican guy, he's going on this rant about they fighters this and that, and they don't need the help from the black guys and this and that. And he was praising Chavez and Oscar De La Hoya and all that. I said, hold on, my man, listen. You do know that they were trained by Emmanuel Stewart. When competition got harder, they pulled in a black man to train them. You do know that there are black men that go and help Canelo spar and get ready. You do know that. But see, like the brother was saying earlier, man, when he was talking about Bill being too nice, I just feel like as a whole we're too nice because We are the only people that invite, and it's just our love in nature, man. That's how we are. You know what I'm saying? That's just like you got a female in your family. Talking to my black people for a second. You got a female in your family. She bring a white guy to the cookout. That white guy ain't gonna feel nothing but love. As long as he respectful, man, we bring you on in. We,
Man,
man, we let everybody just, hey man, come on, we let everybody among us, and then we have all this hate for
black
ourselves.
folks gonna make black folks gonna make sure he the most comfortable he ever been in his life.
Oh yeah. Hey, what
Oh,
you know? What you like to eat? Come on, sit over here, man. You know how to play spades, man. They take their time. You see what I'm
mhm.
saying? We got
Yeah, yeah.
all this love for everybody else, but we don't have it for ourselves. So I'm gonna tell y'all straight up, this is what's going on in the sport of boxing, from the amateurs all the way to the pros. This is what happens. Everybody else that has a problem, once they start having issues, they either bring in slick black fighters or they bring in an old black coach. That's plain and simple. That's what it is. That's how it's been for decades now. Once they reach to a certain level, they start crapping on us. And I don't understand why our trainers and our fighters keep falling for the same trick. It's like y'all don't see us as a whole. Like I don't know what it's going to take for us to say, all right, you know what? The disrespect has gotten out of hand. It's time to gatekeep because they're not even respecting the fact that we do have a style. If you really want to know what the Black American style of fighting is, go watch Sugar Ray Leonard versus Duran 2. And not the round where he was joking around with Duran, the round after that, where he's hitting him, not getting hit, but not getting out of range. He'll hit, slip, and he'll hit him again. That is, and there's so much more to that. But it's our people. And if we do not do what we need to do to protect our art and we keep allowing the disrespect, man, these people, this is my last point. These people ain't got love for us. It's always, they look at us as entertainment. They loved Deion Sanders until it looked like he was bringing up black men with him, young black boys with him when he became a college coach. You ain't ever seen the type of hate he started getting. You ain't ever seen the type of hate someone got for doing nepotism, which is what LeBron has done. Now, after hundreds of years of white folks getting ahead and bringing on their legacy children, now y'all are complaining about nepotism. You all were doing that with what's his name, LeVar Ball. Y'all
So
had it. Y'all had an issue with him. He's too overbearing. It's always something with us. It's either we're criminal or we're overbearing. So I reached the point in my life, man. I don't give a f what y'all say.
that's right.
But if because y'all ain't ever gonna be happy no matter what we do. Whoever's next up, let's say Devin do go away, it's gonna be the next threat. It'll be Abdullah Mason in 5 years. They're gonna be trying to do the same thing to him, and I'm just not gonna sit by and allow you all to publicly lynch our people in front of me and me not say nothing.
All facts, brother. All facts. Will said, young Abel, what's happening with it, bro?
What's happening, 7-8? How you been this week, brother?
I'm good, man. I'm feeling better, man. Feeling better. Finally got some stuff taken care of, and got the energy to talk about this topic. I've been avoiding this topic for a couple days, 'cause, man. When I first heard about it, I was so mad. I said, whatever, though. We're gonna cook on it. But what's going down with it, though, Abel? What's your thoughts on what we're cooking on?
Okay, so you guys know that I'm on the basketball side. Now, here's a great example of this that I always been seeing when it comes to nepotism with regards to sports, right? We all know that LeBron James, was able to get his son into the league. We've seen LeVar Ball, and also prayers to LeVar Ball too. I already saw with his health issues, so prayers to him, man.
Prayers to him, man. I forgot about that. Yeah, you're right.
Yep. Here's the deal, bro. I was one of those people that was against the whole idea of nepotism because the thing is that we have to work twice as hard to get what we want to be, and then somebody else gets the advantage. But guess what? Now that we have more black representation, like Sanders family, LeBron, the Griffey family, and the Ball family, helping them get their sons into professional sports, and people get mad about it. I got one example for you that's simple and straight to the point. Look at the Manning family. Look at how Archie was able to get his sons, Peyton, Eli, and now we're gonna have
Okay, Abel.
Arch Manning.
Oh, that boy cooking now. He cooking in fish grease. Go ahead, Abel.
Yeah, because like here's the thing, bro. Like think about this for a moment. Arch was able to manipulate the NFL teams to avoid, teams to drafting Eli Manning to get into the New York Giants. And now we're gonna have Arch Manning that is playing down in Texas right now is gonna have the full opportunity to be a starter, right? Now he's going to have an opportunity to play in the NFL. We're gonna have a third generation Manning on the football team. But my issue is, why are you not complaining about the whole issue of nepotism? But then at the same time, we got stupid anonymous scouts out there that's trying to rip and reprimand Shador to ruin his draft status, and all because he's he's a confident quarterback who's brash and confident with his ability, and he comes from a working father like Dion, who's been an excellent coach in Jackson State and also in Colorado. But more importantly, too, it's why is it that every time we see a young, confident, basketball player, football player, baseball player, and then they get reprimanded. But then at the same time, the flip side to it is you want a quarterback, let's say like an Arch Manning. And I'm not sitting here ripping Arch Manning because Arch Manning could be a talented quarterback. He could be another outstanding Manning quarterback. But last time I checked, I've not forgotten what Archie Manning did for his son before the draft, because he made sure that Eli avoided getting drafted by the San Diego Chargers. And then people are anticipating Dion wanting his son getting drafted by the Cleveland Browns. Here's the deal. If Dion wants to do that, I'm not going to have no problem with it whatsoever, because a lot of white folks did the same thing a lot of times in sports. Cool. And now you want to sit here and reprimand Dion for doing the same thing. Get out of here with that.
Right. Nonsense. But you cooked that, Abel. Let me go to Pastor Student. What to do, fam?
Can y'all hear me?
Yes, sir. He good.
How's it going, 78? How's your health, 78?
I'm good, family. I just, this last month I ain't really been feeling good, man. I've been letting a lot of internet stuff get to me. You know what I mean? A lot of stuff stressed me out, and it just start coming off the wrong way in my videos. But I'm okay now, though. I'm okay. Hairbuster, if that's you back there, turn your camera on.
The only reason.
Got you, Hairbuster. Go ahead, Pastor Stu.
The only reason I ask is because I'm getting a little bit concerned because we losing people. You know what I'm saying? I asked my father the other day how his health was, because he was really, effed up about Big George's passing. So I just want to make sure, I'm just asking people, how they doing, how's their health, how they taking care of themselves. But on that topic, I'm just, because it's interesting because it's one of those things where, like I was having a conversation with someone not too long ago, and we was talking about arrogance, and I was pretty much emphasizing that, and we was talking about black athletes being arrogant, and the person that I was speaking with, they were like questioning it. They were like, why can't they just, you know what I'm saying, carry they win with a little bit more grace? They're not as braggadocious and all that. And in my mind, I'm just thinking, well, I mean, the thing is this, like, we have to speak to ourselves. There was a whole country of people for hundreds of years that never gave us the respect we deserve, the honor we deserve. They never honored our culture. They brainwashed us. And so we have a history of just being, you know, conditioned into thinking that we're not worth anything. So when we're finally put on that stage where we are able to display our talents, display our physical abilities on an equal playing field, and we succeed and we prove to the detractors that we are capable of what you can do and we can do better, the whole world is against you on that point.
Right.
But then what do you say, what do you do when the whole world is like against you? The whole world wants to see you lose. You talk yourself up and you scream louder than the world screams at you that you're the best, that you are the like I just don't understand why people don't understand that we have to see ourselves in that way. Because if we have an entire population of people that won't acknowledge us as great, we will scream to the ends of the earth that we're great in every single thing that we do, whether it's sports, whether it's entertainment. It does not matter, because no one else will scream for us. Not even our own people will scream for us.
Mm-hmm.
And listen, I'm not for Floyd Mayweather. I personally don't like him outside of boxing. From what I've seen in media, if he really is
Right,
that
but
way,
he was necessary.
yeah, but he was necessary. Like in my opinion, he was a necessary, like he was a necessary way for us to show people that we are great. We have other examples, of course. We got Muhammad Ali, we got this, that, and the third. But the only reason why I bring up Floyd is because there are black people, myself included, that don't really fuck with Floyd. Excuse me, sorry for cursing.
That's okay.
That don't really mess with Floyd's politics, but we embrace the fact that in boxing he is great. He is one of the number ones in this sport, and this goes back to Devin Haney's situation. He is doing everything the right way in terms of being confident, not letting people talk down to his abilities. You know what I'm saying? But he's still being vilified as this, person that, you know, he's arrogant, he's cocky, he should not be carrying himself that way. But at the same time, if it's not him, you know who it's gonna be? It's gonna be Lamont Roach if he were to beat Tank because he
Yeah,
has a
yeah,
father. He
yeah,
has a father figure who spoke very eloquently during the "It Is What It Is" podcast with Cameron and Mace. I thought
yeah.
he spoke for his son greatly.
And
Lamont
what's
Ro-
the other brother? The other brother, at welterweight, champ. Um, him and his dad.
oh, you talking about the oh man the
Somebody
Who?
help me out. I'm
Bozy?
having a brain fart.
yeah, Bozy. There we go.
Bozy
Huh?
and Ennis.
Oh yeah, but
Ennis, the
yeah,
Ennis, yeah.
Ennis,
Yeah,
and Brian
Bozy and
Norman.
Jerron.
Brian Norman, and Ennis. The Ennis, you're right there.
But I'm just saying to that point that if any of these fighters reach any sort of relevance in the sense that they get recognized for their talent, for their abilities, they're going to face the same scrutiny no matter what happens. It's one of those things where I just feel like we know, like all of us in this group chat, we know that there are people who are with us and there are people who are against us. Our own
Facts.
people, we have people that our
Facts.
own people are with us, and we have our own people who are not with us. You feel me? And those type of people, they just want to argue. They just want to create division so they can stand out and look special and not be you know
Whack.
what I'm saying? Like those type of people. But what I'm trying to say is, because I'm
Mm.
about to come to an end to this, is that we need to keep shouting in our minds that we are the best. Not because I don't see it as arrogance, I see it as healthy self-talk. We are the best. We do have the best athletes. We do
Hey,
have the
brother.
best entertainers. We
There's
do have
nothing
the
wrong. There's nothing wrong with what you're saying because I'm gonna tell you why. Before I go to head busting, I often say this to people when I actually talk to brothers and stuff. They say, I'm gonna take this a little bit left, but it's still dealing with the same topic. Back in the day, brothers used to say, "Oh no, man. Oh man, I don't deal with the Hebrew Israelites. I don't deal with the Nation of Islam." Right? And they say, "Oh, that's not real Islam." That's what they should say. Oh, they talk that black, they racist. They talk all that pro black stuff. You know what I said? Imagine you being born in a time where just for being black, you were despised and hated. You were taught that you were nothing. So your self esteem is shot. I'm talking about the men, the women, everything. Your self esteem is nothing. You're gone. You're the lowest of the low. You dirt. And then here comes somebody tell you, "Hey man, you born in the image of God." That do you know what type of pride that instills in people and uplifts them? So, bro, miss me with it. I don't care what nobody say. I ain't got to agree with this philosophy or that philosophy. I know one thing: certain things that happen with us, our people, are necessary. Self love is necessary because the only way I'm a firm believer in this. The only way to counter extreme hatred is with extreme love, in my opinion.
I agree.
So, head buster,
Can I
what's your thought, bro?
hold on, can I just make
Oh,
one more
go
point?
ahead, Pastor. Go ahead, respond to me. Yeah.
I'll be really quick. To that point, my final statement is, and keeping it tied to boxing and to what 78 just said. Can you imagine being a black boxer during the early 1900s? The amount of confidence that you need to have, the amount of self-love that you need to have within yourself to face a crowd of all white spectators
Yes,
who
sir.
want to see you get knocked out, and you saying to yourself, that shit is not gonna, excuse me, that stuff is not gonna happen to me. I'm gonna knock this white guy out in front of this entire white crowd. Like, just imagine, and I'm talking about, you know who I'm talking about, Jack Johnson. Just imagine the self love that he had to have for himself to not cop out, to not take a dive, to just fight for so many ridiculous rounds. Because that's how y'all all know. He fought for an insane amount of rounds because they just wanted to see him lose a little because he was winning so much. So just imagine the amount of insane confidence and the amount of insane self-talk you need to go through within yourself to deal with close to 100 rounds of boxing to beat all of these incredibly racist detractors. This is the kind of stuff, these are the predicaments that we find, like true leaders of what we do find themselves in. That's why Malcolm got shot. That's why Martin Luther King got shot. That's why Marcus Garvey caught up in what he got caught up in the media. This is why you have to, in a healthy way, in a way where you are self-aware, that you need to self-talk yourself into a good place, because people ain't gonna do it for you. They're gonna keep crapping on you, and that's all I got to say.
Great, good cook, brother. Head buster. What's happening with the head buster?
What's up, man? How everybody doing today?
Chilling, fam.
Yeah. So, I mean, imagine being one of the youngest decorated people out of your peers. I mean, you worked with all the promotional companies. You traveling all across the world to put the work in. And then after that, you take forth the initiative to work straight directly with the person who's giving out the finances. I think that what hurt the Haneys, unfortunately, is Bill is he's too accessible to people who are ungrateful. They can't even conduct themselves as businessmen. They got done wrong, a breach of contract by somebody, and people want to pull them into the streets. You got Devin Haney peers. You ask someone to interview, they say, "Oh, I don't know about that, man. I'm a real end. I would have did this, that, and the third." You cannot force Ryan Garcia into a rematch if he didn't want it. The Haneys went a professional way. They did things that they didn't put themselves in position to be custody of the state or the federal or some city county. They did everything the right way, but you got people that look the same as them. They want to bring them to the streets. Where's Devin from in Oakland? Uh, your daddy from the streets. Why you didn't do it this way? So where boxing is today, it's not an accident. It's supposed to be what it's in. You can't be mad at Al Heyman, and then you have the Haneys doing things professionally, and then you want to bring the streets into it. You can't cry. You can't get it both ways. Do y'all want to be treated equally or not? You get all these people crying about Al Heyman, how he pay people, but then when Devin Haney and Bill go conduct professional business to get done right, the streets is brought into it. So which one do you want? Make your mind up. You got the UFC guy. They're known for getting low ball. So what is your cry? Like, what is the Haneys doing that's disrespecting the game of boxing besides handling professional business? That's disgusting. So going forward, like, as the fans, we can say all we want to say, but you got people like Tank Davis and many other boxers. If they view Haney as this way and they voiced it on these platforms, our opinions don't have no merit because you got people that's considered the faces of boxing downing them. Like, you got this is a black, Devin and his father, that's a black family. Why are we all not behind that full force? That makes no sense. Father and son, somebody who did their time, rehabilitated themselves, and fully dedicated. Tennis, boxing. What reason? I want to know, what are the negative reasons or the righteous reasons that people are not behind him? Because he talked garbage. If he didn't talk garbage, y'all say it was boring. Y'all, like, make your mind up. Like, I don't have any filter or soft feelings for what boxing is because it's a it ain't happened overnight. It's been happening and happening. Now people want to cry. Like, no, make your mind up. Like, that's what I got to say about it.
Hey, man. Look, bro. Hey, shout out to head buster, man. Appreciate the cook, brother. Hey, I'm gonna say this before I go to the brother App Stupid Studios. You know what, man? Look, everything you said was on point. You know, and I think that even if you look at a guy like Lamont Roach, look at the performance he just gave with Tank. People just not talking about him. Nobody was checking for. I don't care what nobody say. What nobody checking for Lamont Roach, bro. They was not checking for him. So now all of a sudden, and he got a good black father, trained them and all that stuff, but they are quiet people.
Mm-hmm.
They're not boisterous and flamboyant and trying to promote themselves like that. Now they might now, but prior to this, we didn't know. I mean, we knew who he was, but we didn't know him. Now,
Right.
Devin and Bill have been out here talking, promoting, pushing their, and they have to because they're not signed no loyal contract to one of these promoters for a 5-6 fight life-changing deal to where you getting robbed for 6-7 fights. They're not doing that. They're going over here. They signed a quick deal. I'm gonna fight over here for a couple fights. Fight over here. I'm gonna make myself available. So can't nobody say I'm ducking this one or that one. I see some Tank fans, not all of them, but one in particular, who I'm not gonna say his name. I seen one Tank fan say some mess like this. Somebody sent it to me on Instagram. Devin is messing up because he won't sign a deal with a promoter. You gotta sign a deal with a promoter. You can't be an independent. That's why nobody likes Devin, and that's why nobody likes Bud, because they're independent and they gotta sign a deal. Yeah, we're not out. You can't just skate through. I'm like, what? Bro, you sound ridiculous. You just said because they're independent, these two black men are independent, then it's justifiable for them to get cheated, robbed, and all this type of stuff. Bro, no, later for that mess.
That's how they live.
So, man, can I say one thing? I don't want to cut the brother off. I just real quick.
Go ahead. I'm going to
I just want one question to everybody who's listening on the panel. Devin Haney and Bill Haney, people, keep this at the front of your mind. They are businessmen. They have cut the middleman out. They are operating a business. Why do they have to sabotage their business from the beginning? And Ryan didn't want to fight and get it back in blood and sabotage themselves of being in custody. Then they will no longer have a business. Like, why do they have to act like animals and not do things professionally? Like, why did y'all want that from them from the beginning? That's my question to everybody.
Yes, sir. All right, brother, go ahead. App Stupid Studios.
Yeah, what's going on with you, General? Shout out to everybody. It's Big Vern here at App Stupid Studios. So just cooking in on that and piggyback off everybody, what everybody's talking about in the chat. Just want to say, if you stand on business, you got to be prepared to pay a price. Standing down, not even on the Bill Haney level, but even at the local level. I go and get kids out of the projects and take them to AAU basketball and get everything up out the mud. Now, if I was white, they be calling me a father figure, you this, you that, you everything good. I'm black, I don't get no press. And I done played in all of them. But still, I got people who look like me in my own community saying, you gonna go over with him, he gonna go ahead and get you on. What you mean I'm gonna get you on?
Right.
I take kids, I don't even get paid. This is just community service. And I own my own business. I tell these kids all the time, if you're not ready to look a man in the eye and stand up and shake his hand and talk with confidence, it's not worth you being there.
Mm-hmm.
It's not worth you being there. And the industry has a problem with black fathers. LeVar Ball, Deion Sanders. If you are present in your child's life, how evil is that they would try to separate him from you just to go ahead and trick him out of his spot?
Mm-hmm.
That just don't make sense. It don't make sense. If you was misleading some Chinese people, boy, they would have you on every news channel in America.
Right.
The moment you do something to some black people, it'll be black people come out and jump all over you like a dirty mattress. Come on, man. I mean, it just don't make sense. And then when we look at it for what it is, the whole Dev and Bill situation. Hey, I'm old school, General. If I don't rock with you, I don't badmouth you. I ain't got nothing to say because you don't deserve my energy. I pay for Dev's fights. I pay for Bill's fights. You know what I'm saying? I pay for Earl Spence, Deontay Wilder. If they got something going on, I don't matter. It doesn't matter what the ticket is. I got it.
Right.
You know, but if somebody like Tank, I don't rock with Tank, but I ain't got nothing bad to say about him because at the end of the day, he's a black man. He a father. I might not agree with how he moved, but that don't mean I'm gonna say it in front of y'all.
Right.
And that's I just keep it solid, man. Just keep it solid. So shout out to you for giving App Stupid a line. If y'all want to go check some of the videos out, we got them up. We talk about sports and the politics and the money class behind sports. I even do some good videos on the Bucks and how they trash and they ain't gonna get it back. And
I gotta go over there and watch it. I gotta go watch it now. I gotta go watch it. Talk crazy. I gotta watch it now.
Now we talk crazy about the Pacers, and the Pacers. We got that 4th spot. So if y'all want it, come get it. We're gonna smack y'all up again. That's just how that goes. But it's all love, man. Shout out to everybody rocking in the LDBC. Thanks for having me on. But this topic really touched me because if you have a child in sports right now, you need to educate yourself on the NIL. Because these kids are getting an insane swath of money. And the first thing they do, they put an agent that don't look like me or you, the 24-karat people. Yep. They're going to make money off your child's back. And they're going to give you crumbs.
Talk about it, brother.
The moment your kid got a micron of sports talent, that's the first thing they do is stick a 24-karat person in his ear, tell him, oh, I'm going to get you this deal. I'm going to get you that deal. No, I'm your father. I'm going to go ahead and look at the paperwork. I'm going to go ahead and get counsel. I'll look at the paperwork.
Indeed.
You know what I'm saying? But shout out to y'all, yo, shout out, peace. Thanks for having me. You know what I'm saying? Come check us out, General. You got to chat some of that basketball talk because sometimes you be out your damn mind. Y'all be talking crazy.
Okay, now you got to pull up on me when I do my basketball show. I'm gonna try to be more consistent and do it on Saturdays. But I be having so much stuff going on this month. It's been real bad for me. But I'm gonna try to be more consistent with my basketball talk, at least on Saturdays for sure. So
yeah, I will. Yo, peace and love to everybody. App Stupid.
Peace, brother.
Hello to you.
KBGJ is in the building. What's happening with it, homie?
Man, salute OG, man. I'm glad you're doing better, man. This probably had me down too. I'm in the South, so it be blowing, man. So yeah, man, like to hop on what they were saying, like this is the first time I seen anything like this in boxing, bro. Like this far beyond any other racism I've seen in boxing, man. This is like hate.
Talk about it.
Like you got people from other sport, like combat sport leagues talking crazy. Like why Quentin Raccoon Jackson talking crazy?
Facts.
And he was crying about like he was crying about John Jones eye poking and oblique kicks, but I can't sue somebody for using illegal PEDs and breaching a contract.
Man, here, look here, man. Woo! This is what I'm trying to say, brother.
Come on, man. Come on, man. You already know Quentin Raccoon Jackson don't like
and let's go back to Quentin Jackson for a minute. Remember, I don't know how long y'all been watching MMA, but like, I remember back in the day when he was with Pride. Remember he used to wear the big old dog chain like Junkyard Dog?
Yep.
I remember a lot of other black athletes felt like he was cutting jigs because they said that he used to do in his interviews that he used to like play into racial stereotypes, like act like he couldn't read and act like he couldn't understand English and act ignorant. What that mean? He should do stuff like that. He played into it for years. Even when he got to the UFC, Rashad Evans called him out for that.
Yeah. His character was the dumb brute.
Right, exactly. There you go.
Yeah, he always been a rap coon. On a rap coon, like just rampaging. Cooning, man. And he said something about Asian women, like him liking Asian women more than, I don't know, man. This dude always been a flip-flopper.
Right.
Really not even a flip-flopper. He just been a coon the whole time. And Jose Ramirez, not Jose Ramirez, but Gabe Rosado. Oh my God, man. Bruh, nobody care about this dude. Spanish people don't even care about this dude. Where the dude come from?
Right.
This is crazy. Bruh, you got 17 losses. You shouldn't even be talking about Devin. You should be talking to a brain specialist right now.
Yeah, CTE or something.
CTE, because he's talking crazy. Man, I ain't never seen nothing like this 78, man. Never in the history of boxing.
I have never either, brother. I've been sitting here looking like, man. Oh yeah, there you go, Jack Johnson. Hey, homie got it. Let me go to Volvo. What's up, bro?
Shit, what's going on, brother? Oh no, we seen this before. This happened all the time. Huh?
But you know, when we say we ain't seen it before, what we talking about is living it. We living through this.
Oh right, yeah. This our era, yeah.
Yeah, but go ahead, cook, brother, cook.
Yeah, we seen this before though. Like you said, it's just our era. It was black people that hated Ali. He's standing up fighting for them.
Right.
This is one of the most disgusting things that I ever seen, and don't nobody talk about it. Deontay Wilder got booed in America.
Man,
to the point.
I remember.
I can't deal with it.
You don't want me to get into
it? Man, go ahead. I got man. This is
to the point where there's an interview. There's an interview out here where Tyson Fury had to check them. He getting ready to fight Wilder. Wilder is Fury got to fight.
Right.
But if it was me, I would be looking for any advantage. Yeah, boom. It was so embarrassing that he had to step in and say, "Come on, this your guy. Why are you cheering for me?"
Man,
you know what I'm saying? You'll never see Canelo Alvarez booed in Mexico. You'll never see Miguel Cotto booed in Puerto Rico. They'll never boo Lomachenko in not Ukraine, wherever the hell he's from. These people never get booed in their country. We get booed in our own country because they want to see the big black man fall.
Yep.
Talk about it.
The only time they booed Danny Dubois in UK is where he fought AJ.
Look, man, what you just said about that Wilder being booed, man, that broke my heart on another level, bro. Because that one right there, you got American knockout artists. And y'all hate black folks so much. Y'all rooting for a foreigner is a dope fiend. And he fat, out of shape. What are y'all rooting for? But y'all hate black folks this much? I knew. See, this is what happens to us, though, bro. This is where it becomes embarrassing. Is that the enemy has shown you who he is 100,000 times, but yet and still, we still got this because our nature is good. We still got this. Yeah, man. See, he doing good. Everybody gonna support us? No, they not, bro. They not gonna never support us unless you cutting the jig. Unless you out here cutting the jig, letting them know that you are trustworthy to them and loyal to them. They finna do nothing for you, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's just that the Wilder stuff really messed me up because Deontay is a good dude. One of the most genuine brothers I've met in my life. Never switched up on me, nothing. And that brother actually wanted to do and still wants to do what boxing fans claim they want. He wants to be undisputed heavyweight champion of the world. That's his dream. One face, one name. Right? Yep. That's what he wants. But somehow, people would rather hate on him and root for Tyson Fury or Usyk or any of these other clowns. Look, the heavyweight division, let's keep it real. Since Wilder and AJ lost, the heavyweight division sucked. I don't care what nobody say.
Double fact. And Tyson Fury got the pillow fist out the two. Motherfuckers complaining for years about wanting a knockout artist, and we get one. Now you rooting for the soft handstand dude. Like, come on, man.
Yeah. You rooting for the dope thing.
Yep.
And
Yeah.
it don't even make sense. People, bro,
Yep.
I seen that. I seen Americans booing Wilder, and that second fight hurt me bad, bro. Because before the fight, I had a weird feeling because I'm like, man, it was just one moment. I think it was at the weigh-in. It was at the weigh-in where Wilder, he had put on weight, you know what I'm saying, trying to match that physicality of Fury, which he didn't have to do, but he tried to, put on some weight. And then I seen people in America, in Las Vegas, booing Wilder. Right then and there, I was so mad that I couldn't go to the fight. I couldn't go. I had an issue going on with my son. But I was so mad. I was like, man, I just want to be there and just let the brother know, like, bro, we here. Your people here. Forget what they talking about. That had to mess with him psychologically. Had to.
Yep. You know why? Man, I think every other race stick up for their race regardless of what, because American black men is the only race of men that had self-hate beat into them. You feel me? We had the love of ourselves beat out of us, the knowledge of ourselves beat out of us. Like, to the point where it carried on for generations. Matter of fact, it get worse as the generations pass on.
Can I say
That's how
this?
you see the self-hate.
Do you think so? I think self-hate is we honor self-hate and we celebrate self-hate. If you look at our communities, the things that people love the most, the entertainment, look at all of the stuff from TVs to music, Power, BMF. We love self-hate. All that 50 Cent stuff, that ain't doing nothing but positioning yourself to be gone or dead in jail. The music, the content ain't doing nothing but positioning yourself to be gone, dead, or in jail. So, and we are the biggest consumers. So it may be a minority of people, a small percentage who think that, but I don't think not myself or you all on the panel, but we as a whole, I don't think we dislike self-hate because Power, BMF wouldn't be big as it is. The music wouldn't be as big as it is. How they treat us would not be like this if we really hated it.
Let me read super chat. Shout out to Soda Black in the super chat with that 5-piece. Salute for him. He says, what did Deb do for you to take a side of a racist cheat? Hey, man.
He got a black father and love him.
Man.
Can I say this, brother? Oh, go ahead.
Well, one second. I'm missing I'm missing super chat. I miss a lot of them. Brothers, salute to everybody in the super chat. If I missed you, I apologize 110%. But we're gonna let me go to who has something to say real quick before I move
Can
on?
I add something? Just a couple things.
Yes, sir. Go ahead, Bobo.
Okay, all right. I'm gonna try and go fast. This whole narrative that we self-haters and all that, I don't know nothing about that, bro. I grew up in a Black American neighborhood.
Yeah, I don't hate myself for sure.
Yeah, I ain't never, like we the only ones. These people can't live in their country because they hate each other. At the end of the day, I don't want to go too deep into that, but it's a lot of that getting in the algorithm now, dumping on black people and wagging your finger at black folks. That's like money now. It's a market for that. So I really don't get into that.
Tens of millions of dollars.
Yeah, it's a market for hating on black people. You can't hate on no other people and make money. You can't hate on Latino. You can't open. It's guys that's got spaces open right now to where they just sit around and just talk shit about black people for 10 hours, 12 hours. You can't do that to Latinos, white peoples, Asians, Arabs, nobody you can just sit around and dump on. It wouldn't work because nobody's really that interested in them. They're interested in us. My last point, it's so much I could say, but I just want to just touch on the Rampage thing. Rampage, that's why MMA is failing, especially in America. That's why all the champions are those Eastern Europeans and Arabs now, because the black fighters, for one, is not. If you put an MMA gym in the hood in 20 years, MMA would look like boxing. You know what I mean? We would take it over. The white American is not a good athlete, period. He's a horrible athlete. The white American is horrible. He should be good because he got access to all the stuff that would make a good athlete, but he's a terrible athlete. The white American is. So the MMA guys.
In fairness to what you just said, I know that's going to sound harsh to a lot of people. However, this is why HBO, Showtime had to go to Eastern Europe to pull white guys over. This is why in basketball they had to pull white guys over from Europe because of what's going on in America. Go ahead, brother.
Okay, yeah. This is my last point with that. So they don't MMA. The black MMA fighters aren't really relatable to the black community at the end of the day. Even like Rampage never was. Rampage from Tennessee, he from Memphis.
Rampage was a jig.
Yeah, but he's not relatable to Memphis. He's not relatable to us in the hood. He's not relatable. John Jones, my favorite fighter, but outside of the ring, he don't. If you put John Jones in a room like this full of black guys, he would be out of place. If you put John Jones in a black party, we playing spades, we drinking hen, we talking big shit, he'd be out of place. He'd be out of place. He's always with Mexicans or white boys, and that's Daniel Cormier. He's out of place. They're not relatable to us. That's why you need like a Mayweather or you need like a Ali or some shit like that. Them guys are just not relatable. Appreciate you letting me speak, brother.
Hey, let me touch on that self-hate thing, man. It's not really. Oh, go ahead.
One second, bro. I'm gonna come back to you. I gotta let everybody else cook too, though. Mo in the building. You there, brother?
Yes, sir. Salute,
Yes,
7-8. Salute to the pen.
Peace, good brother. How you doing? What's your thoughts on what we're talking about?
Everything good, bro. I just want to say, like, my position in getting into boxing. I kind of got into boxing through Dev and Bill, not through the boxing aspect, more or less through the father-son aspect, right? So getting into boxing was kind of shocking when you hear things like the brotherhood of boxing. And that's what I've been hearing throughout this whole thing, like the brotherhood of boxing. And what I want to know is, when does the brotherhood of boxing override your race? Like, to the point to where y'all are sticking with Ryan Garcia over being black. Like, that's disheartening in a way. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, raising a son and raising them through the eyes of kind of like the boxing scope, to where you see fathers and sons working with each other to get to a common goal. You know what I'm saying? Like, seeing that and running this whole brotherhood of boxing and just seeing people run that over being black is crazy to me. I don't know. It's not like a question or a statement. It's more or less a statement as to seeing what's going on. I don't really have a question about it. It's just like, do people really hear what they saying and see what's going on, to the point that where it's way bigger than boxing at this point.
Great observation.
Yeah,
good stuff.
I want to say this though. Do y'all think what happened to Devin could happen to any race of people?
No,
absolutely not.
Absolutely not.
People would defend them, right?
Under these one condition, I think it can happen.
They're gonna be riding.
They gonna be riding. I ain't seen the only people I see riding is the black people that have knowledge of self. I don't really see black people as a whole ride for it. That's why I said the self-hate.
Devin would still be suspended.
Yep.
My thing is, it'll never happen to another race because nobody's really that interested in them like that. Nobody. You got to understand, it's an obsession at this point. We see these people walking around calling themselves the N-word now. That's a thing. If you tell them they not the N-word, that's offensive now. Like, you know what I mean?
They want to advertise, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they want all the cool parts of black culture.
That's right. They listen.
Without the struggle.
They want to be us without being us. What did the brother Paul Mooney say? Everybody want to be a nigga, but nobody want to be a nigga.
Yep.
And that's what's happening. So let me go to my brother. Hey, Pooja, I'm in capacity right now. I can't let anybody else in. Let me move on to.
Hey, I'll drop out then, bro. I'm about to lay it down anyway. So let him.
Okay, my bro.
All right, Yeah, everybody be great today, man. I'm gone.
Shout out to my brother Grant. Salute. All right, let me go to my brother Chop Shop. What's happening in the Chop Shop?
Salute, General, man. Salute to the panel, man. Everybody in the chat.
What's happening?
Hey, when it comes to like self-hate, I used to think it was that, you know what I'm saying, in my younger days. But as I got older, I started to realize that it ain't so much self-hate as it is a plan. A plan by them people to cause division amongst us. You know what I'm saying? For instance, you know, Devin Haney has a fight, and they put a counter up there to see how many times he holds. Don't do that for nobody else, though. You know what I'm saying? And it wasn't our people that did that. You see what I'm saying? Then they walk around, they talk about how he pillow fisted and all this. Don't do that about nobody else who don't have knockout power. You know what I'm saying? So they put it in the media and they put it all across the globe, you know, different traps and different things they talk about to make us hate each other, man. You know what I'm saying? A boxing is already a sport, which is an emotional thing. You know, sports is an emotional thing. We get emotional about our favorite teams as well as our favorite athletes. You know what I'm saying? So they got people thinking if you like Tank, you can't like Devin. You know what I'm saying? Those are two black athletes. You know, and I truly think that's what it is, man. You know, I just think that it's a lot of money thrown behind that to divide us, man. And it's up to us to look past that, man, and come together. You know, but can we do that as a people? That's the question. Can we get past, you know, the plans to divide us? I don't know, man.
Well,
I don't know. What you think, 7-8?
The problem is, Chop Shop, is that how you just said the plan to divide us, right? This is where we further the divide. If me and you come in the room and say, bro, listen, y'all, we need y'all to stop eating, stop smoking, listen to me right now. They plotting on us. They trying to divide. You know, we're gonna have a room for people. Man, shut the fuck up. Man, go on, bro. Ain't nobody trying to hear that, man. Man, go on, bro. Come y'all niggas, y'all tripping. So now me and you stuck like, man, what the hell going on? This is the issue we have. Right? People don't want to hear what we talking about. All this stuff you saying makes perfect sense, but they don't want to hear it, bro. And that's the struggle. That's why I be having to take breaks from this, because I had people tell me flat out, man, ain't nobody trying to hear all that black power stuff you talking about, man. Just talk boxing. Bro, that's so disheartening to me, bro. I'd be like, bro, sometimes I don't want to come on here, bro. Ain't nobody trying to hear that before black stuff. Just
You
talk
right,
boxing.
You right, 7-8. I love my people, man. I just hope that we can get past this somehow, man.
But the thing is,
I think
my
the only
fault.
way we gonna do it, we need a strong black leader, man. That everybody can get behind. That's the only way we gonna get past it.
That's not gonna happen, bro. I'm gonna tell you why. How many do we need? We had that before. We had all these leaders, and we allowed these people to kill them, take them out, and we did nothing about it. So now we're gonna have to come to an understanding of doing what we know we're supposed to do as men, as families, because singling one person out to be the leader is too much pressure. All you're gonna do is get taken out. The country gonna get rid of them, and then we ain't gonna do nothing but put their face on a t-shirt.
You're right, 7-8, and then the movement will be crushed.
Yeah.
And all they got to do is take that one person out, and there go the movement. And you right, bro.
Let me go to before I go to pugilism and politics. Let me go to Coach Hudson. Coach Hudson, you back in there, bro? What's up?
Yeah, brother. Can y'all hear me?
Yes, sir.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man. So I just wanna, cause that Deontay Wilder thing, man, it hurt me so bad when I heard our own people booing our heavyweight champion.
Yeah.
And there ain't no telling when we're gonna have another one like that. Behind George Foreman, Deontay Wilder probably is the hardest hitting heavyweight in boxing history.
Mm-hmm.
And for our people to treat that man like that when really he's the only. See, we're getting exactly what we deserve, and I know a lot of people don't like that, but this disrespect that we're getting from Ryan Garcia, from T.O., and if y'all remember when Wilder was fighting, none of this going on. None of these fighters disrespecting us or even the Haneys the way they are now. And you know why? Because they know that it is now a safe place to talk about us like that. They know that y'all ain't gonna do nothing. Just like the brother was saying earlier, that the brotherhood of boxing should not be above your race. But that's what's going on. When T.O. can talk about us the way he did, and then y'all laugh and giggle with him I mean, I don't want you to be too emotional where you got to fight on sight, but these people need to feel some type of danger when they talk about us the way they talk about. If you my family and you talk about my family like that, matter of fact, we ain't even got to be related. If you talk about black people a certain way and I know about it, you're not going to feel safe around Coach Hudson. I promise you. You're not going to feel safe in that room with me. You're going to feel the energy radiating off of me that it is a problem. And I'm really waiting for you to say something out your mouth to give me the go ahead to get on you. Now, I want to address this self-hate thing. What's going on in boxing is not just self-hate, because it's willingness, ignorance, and cowardice. And this is what I mean. The racial cowardice that's going on in boxing right now from some of our brothers is some of the weakest, most spineless thing I've ever seen. Because see, self-hate is when, let's say I'm part of a gang and I kill my brother part of another gang, and someone has to really reprogram my mind that is my brother. See, self-hate between us isn't really what we think it is, because a lot of times when these gangs go into the prisons, they come together because they understand, and their mindset is, okay, these are actually my brothers, so we can come together on something. The problem with us is we wait till there's a boot on our neck and then want to come together. But the racial cowards in boxing, there could be a boot on your neck and they still are going to go against the grain. That's what makes them worse than your enemy, because they could be seeing us getting attacked and they would still side with the other side because they want to assimilate. They think as long as they talk about us with them, that the attacks won't come towards them. It'll be, I'm not one of those black people. I'm not one of them. So I can chill amongst the Mexican people. I can chill amongst the Eastern Europeans and feel safe. But what you all don't understand is, after one person, after it's my turn, it's your turn, brother. After they get done attacking Devin, it's going to be your turn. And if you all don't see that, you have to wake up, brothers. Coach, you have to wake up.
That goes back to, I mean, I ain't trying to take it too far back, but from all my research and all the books I ever read, documentaries and lectures I've ever watched, this technique that they use has always worked on our people.
Yep.
Going all the way back, bro, to where they would go and take one tribe and say, hey, look at our guns. You see these guns we got? We got gunpowder. Oh, we got whiskey. You see this whiskey we got? Rum. Look at all this stuff make you feel good. It's to help you conquer your enemies. We need you to go do this and that for us. So you go out and sell out, do all this dirty bidding for them, and then when there ain't nobody else to catch, guess who they gonna get now? Yo, black man.
Yeah. And
hey, Coach.
Can I just interject real quick?
Let me ask Coach something. Let me ask Coach something real quick.
Come on,
Coach,
with it.
Man, it's not really a question, but the only thing I really disagree with you with is you calling it ignorance. Ignorance is not knowing something and doing it. That's stupidity what they displaying, because they know the history. That's just willful ignorance. That's stupidity, man. That's
They're not even being stupid. They just like you said, cowardice. If you know that these guys are wrong and you still side with them because you don't want to do nothing, it's easier. Like I done dealt with guys like that at work. It be the black man. He been in there 13 years, 8 years, and he done
Hey.
took all the racism. He done took all the racism from a motherfucker. And I'm coming in that bitch. I don't give a fuck. I ain't cutting my beard off. I got braids. I'm doing my job.
Right.
If that's too much for you, then so what? And I done stood up to the motherfuckers. That black man a dive on you. He'll dive on you. No, that's you. It ain't. I'm like, nigga, we just had a discussion over there about how he's a coward. He don't want to lose his job.
I don't
He's
know what
scared
this.
of him. He don't want to lose his position. This
What
my
that nigga
thing,
doing
right?
on that nag?
This new
Right.
thing is different though, because it's like we seen Keyshawn really hear the Ryan Garcia rant and still rock with him, but then say to Gillian Wallow that he never really liked Dev because he ain't speak to him or something like that. Like where does this give you ground because a man didn't speak to you or y'all not on speaking terms to you for you to not like him?
No, he didn't like Devin because when Devin was this is how I go. Devin was cool with Shakur at the time.
Right.
They had a relationship. So then Shakur, outside of Devin, was cool with Keyshawn. So when Keyshawn is brought around Devin, now he's the third wheel. It's always awkward being the third wheel.
No, it's not as awkward as being in
Keyshawn-
the room with somebody who called you a nigga. I don't care. I would never
Do
build
y'all
that.
think Keyshawn is afraid of Ryan?
I don't know what it is that he is,
Right,
but
he got
I understand that scared or not, I wouldn't build no relationship with him
that's
when
what
I know how he feels.
I think Keyshawn is just jealous, like the rest of them. I think he's jealous of Devin, and I think that
But being jealous, you shouldn't side with this guy.
Yeah,
Man,
that's
because
OG, me and Keyshawn grew up the same way. I swear, bro. I got 5 siblings, bro. Grew up in a single mother household, bro. That's a hate, bro.
it is hate, but I'm gonna tell you something.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, my friend, let me go to pugilism and politics first, so we can cook.
Yes, sir. Appreciate that. Appreciate everyone's. Everyone pretty much said everything that I was going to say, especially Coach Hudson. He pretty much broke down exactly what I was going to point out. What I wanted to really say is that all of this is still a legacy from our enslavement. We still seeing the same themes being played out over and over again. Where we have one pitted against the other. You have the biggest, baddest one that's put out to be broken. You have the bully coons who were given, nice clothes and items, and they get to floss as long as they, put it down on and keep the other men in check. You still got the house nigga versus field nigga thing going, and ultimately you got the fear of the Black Planet, which we've all heard about coming up. Seems like we're all around the same age. So also with starving out all these fighters, you put everybody they're put in a position where when they finally get an opportunity, it seems like they do have to turn to the equivalent of snitches and turning on each other and backbiting. And it's just an insidious agenda that's been played out for centuries here, man. And one thing that we should take solace in is all this effort that they got to put against us. All this effort they got to put against us because ultimately we're going to win in the end anyway. All prophecy point to this. There's a prophecy about the dry bones in the valley. No matter how much truth comes to the people, they never come together. It ain't until them winds start whipping that we do come together. So all this is just the winds that's bringing us closer and closer together. I appreciate 78 and when you guys were doing the demo of Black Fight Fan, just keeping these narratives, attacking these narratives and killing these narratives is what you guys was doing. And that's just part of the process of us really elevating to where we eventually going to end up being. So I salute you guys, man. I appreciate the content, and I'll land my plane there. Peace.
Hey, 78, I will 78. If it's okay with you, I'd like to respond to the brother.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
That disagree. So yeah, y'all. So this Coach Hudson. So brother, we actually are not disagreeing. Whether it is, I agree with you, whether it's willful ignorance or cowardice, it's a little bit of both. But regardless, neither one benefits us from the way these brothers are moving. The brother that said the thing with Keyshawn, this new thing, there's nothing new about it. There's nothing new about the way Keyshawn is moving. Keyshawn believes that if he assimilates, Tank Davis believes this as well. They believe that if they assimilate to the culture of Dragon Devin Haney, that the strong Mexican fan base will not turn on them, because in their mind, they think that it cannot happen to them. Now, they have this brotherhood allegiance that they formed through USA Boxing. Part of that hate, they don't really want to say it because it's going to make them sound like a sucker. The real hate is that Bill took Dev and made him go pro, and he did not have to go through what they went through trying to go through the Olympics and being basically chosen by a plantation. That's where a lot of that hate comes from. So Keyshawn is suffering not so much from cowardice, he's suffering from ignorance, because he doesn't even understand. If you all go back and watch the interview he did with Wallow and Gilly, he doesn't even understand that he contradicts himself when he says undisputed and world titles don't matter, and then at the end of the interview he brings up undisputed and world titles. So whether it is someone who is just ignorant or coward, they are enemies to the progress of our future fighters and black boxing as we know it, American boxing as we know it. Whether people like it or not, our fighters move the sport forward. And once they're gone, I don't know if some of these diehard racists from other tribes think that they're going to be the ones to take over American boxing. As you can see, who's been talking about Usyk lately? Nobody. The heavyweight division has been born since that last fight they had. And at the end of the day, what we have to understand is they are telling us to our face, you all can get lynched in the ring and we do not care. Someone can have a pair of loaded gloves on, have blood coming out of your ears, your nose, have a dent in your skull, which is what happened to Wilder, never have that power again against another fighter in their career, and it be okay and not be brought back up again. And all they care about is, I saw that black man go down. The same reason why they have that Tyson Fury statue with his foot on Wilder's chest. And I will not stand by and allow that to happen. So we're not disagreeing. It's part of the same problem.
Facts. Big facts, Coach. I was about to hit on that point myself. That people don't realize, why does Devin get booed and not Keyshawn Davis? Why does Devin get booed and not Tank? Because the difference is the father and the route that he took Devin. He went around the money, which is the promoters. Because what we got to realize is not really black against white, black against Mexican, Puerto Rican. It's rich against poor. That is the real war that's going on behind the scenes. It's the rich against the poor, bro. And since Devin was able to move around the rich, they started a campaign of hate Devin. And that's what it's really about, for real.
Cause I don't really understand. I don't really understand the situation and hating Bill so much. When you got they say Bill is hand walking his son, and I think Dev is 26 or something like that. How old is Tyson Fury? Because John Fury is there all the time. and Tyson Fury is 6'9", 300 and something pounds. Like if he can't hold his own, and his father is there, nobody says nothing about that. I haven't seen Bill headbutt the glass, do none of the stuff I seen John Fury do, but nobody has nothing to say about it.
A white man is not a threat to white supremacy.
He is.
What's up, bro? Go ahead.
Yeah, he is white supremacy, actually. You know what I mean? But it's a couple things was said. That, like I said, this ain't nothing new in boxing. It's been coons all in boxing. Some of the things I'm gonna say gonna be a little triggering. So if y'all just give me like a minute, make sure y'all don't curse too much, and make sure just say jig. I know y'all want to say jig, okay.
I know y'all want to say raccoon. Just say jig, because YouTube ain't up on that yet.
Okay, jig. Jig. Joe Louis was a jig at the end of the day. He wasn't afraid of them. He's a big black man. He could knock any one of them out. He was it's a personality thing. I got another one. A couple years ago, I don't know if you, I know 78 know about this because he reported on it. Those racist emails from Golden Boy. How was Bernard Hopkins sitting with them?
Hey,
Me,
Bernard Hopkins is a major Jim.
That used to be my favorite middleweight. Shit, even
not
after the
only-
nappy headed, the comment, even then, like how you still say?
Yeah. Not only did he just sign, he signed with Golden Boy on the racist emails he's out handling. Bernard Hopkins also sat back and allowed Ryan Garcia daddy to say the nappy head stuff like the brother just said.
Thanks.
He also allowed Ryan Garcia to say crazy stuff about Muslims, about Islam, and black folks. And you ain't heard Bernard say nothing. Because that paycheck.
Now, what do you think? You think Bernard's scared of them?
No, he ain't scared of them.
Right. It ain't about that. It's about that's a personality thing. That's how some black people deal with racism. You know what I'm saying? They just side with the racist guy, with the wrong guy, because they suckers, and that's a personality thing.
Some people like this here. This is what it is. Some people like this. That's what it is. They like that. That's what Beehive like.
Yeah.
Hey, General, don't forget you said something about Jews too.
You know, this is my last point. Hey, like we were saying, now everybody ain't feeling that all that racist stuff. You know what I'm saying? That racist stuff we doing. Everybody black ain't feeling that. So we shouldn't be talking like, oh, I don't know why we doing that, because that's not all of us. That's not even most of us. We not feeling that. Them the suckers. And we got to remember, everybody can't go. Everybody can't go. Harriet wasn't taking everybody. She'll slice your throat. She'll unalive you, as they say. You know what I mean? Like, everybody can go. I look at it as like, we don't need everybody. We only need like-minded individuals. That's like the movie 300. They wasn't taking everybody. They just needed the top 300. And then everybody else get out the way. If you wasn't fit, you couldn't go with us. So that's what we need to do. We need to identify who these people is, and now they Rosado non grata. Quentin Sambo Jackson is done.
Hey,
that's on his
there's
resume.
a lot of ignorant people on the street that don't know boxing, bro. They think Brian.
Not just boxing. I'm talking about.
It's deeper than boxing.
Let me go
It's
one second real quick. I gotta go to my brother who ain't spoke yet. On commentary with St. Louis. What's happening with, bro?
Salute, 7-8. Salute to the panel. Can y'all hear me?
Yes, sir. He good, bro.
I appreciate you having me on, man. Yeah, I was just listening to everybody cook. I just want to make a real quick point about like the Keyshawn thing. I don't want to harp on it too much, but I for one know for a fact that a lot of the issues the other black boxers have with Dev is directly tied to Bill. And Bill being in his son's life and having a father that was there, that supported him, that provided for him, that guided him. They will never admit it, but if you listen to them talk, like I said before, when people tell you who they are, believe them. The problem is they are jealous, bro. They're hurting because they wish that they had their father in their life. They can talk tough all they want to, but their actions are going to betray them. Y'all remember when Keyshawn went on that one rant, and I think he was actually talking about the Vargas family.
He said, we don't need that. We don't know what that is.
Mm-hmm. And yes, and he almost started crying. He literally almost burst into tears going on that rant. Yes. Okay. Now, I'm just telling y'all this because I used to hear that a lot. Like, man, I was struggling with it. Like, bro, do these other brothers really, are they really that jealous of Bill and Dev's relationship that they would go that far to hate on him? And listen, I'm going to tell you an experience I had in my own life. My children, they grew up in a 2-parent household. Okay, they got 2 loving parents. We there with them. I spend time with them. I take being a father very, very seriously. We had a family that lived next door to us. Mom was wild. She had like 13 children, bunch of different baby daddies. A lot of the children didn't even know who their father was. And the current man that was living there was only the father of like the newest children. So they had a lot of children, my children's age, and they all played together. My sons told me one day they kind of got into it. You know how kids do. And they kind of got into it. And the oldest, a couple of the older boys let it slip. And they made a comment like hating on my sons because they had their father in their life. Kind of said that, something was wrong with them or they were soft because they had a daddy. And I was just like, well, that's interesting. And these boys were young, man. They was like 9, 10 years old. Okay. Now, one day, that family ended up moving away. I had left to make a run to go to the grocery store. While I'm at the store, my wife calls me tripping. I mean, she is hot, pissed, all types of upset, almost crying. And she was like, bruh, the police just came to our house. They said they got an anonymous call that they got a call from a child that said their dad was beating their mom and they needed the police to come help them. And they gave them our address. Okay. I wasn't even at home. I wasn't even there. Come to find out, once the children had moved away, and I'm assuming some type of DV situation was going on in their home. One of them children did a prank call to the police and sent them to our house, hating on my boys because they had a father, because they were so tore up in their home situation. And the police was so excited and so happy to be involved and possibly jump on a black man doing some violence. My wife literally had to tell them, like, had to help them do their job. She was like, no, my husband's not even here. Like, what are you talking about? And she was like, well, what phone number called in? And they was like, oh yeah, well, this is the number. And she said, and she showed them and she proved, like, no, this is my number. This is the only cell phone in the home. My children don't have one. What name did they give? It wasn't even the name that matched any of my children. She had to tell them, okay, well, look at the number and what address is it traced to? Like, so they ended up looking at the address while they was there on the porch. The address was across town somewhere where them other children had moved. They called the police and sent them to my house. And thankfully I wasn't there because them boys was, according to her and my children, they all traumatized. She was saying them was itching. They was excited. And they wouldn't even believe her at first that she was all right. She was like, bro, he's not even here. Them other children were so jealous and hurt that they didn't have their father in their life that they called the police and sent them to my house on a fake DV call. So never, ever underestimate the pain and stuff these young men are going through because they don't have a father. And yes, they would go to those lengths to hate on Dev just because he has a father. That's all.
But you know what? Everything you just said on commentary, all facts. And I'm gonna tell you something. I've seen it. I've been through it myself, and I've seen it. What happened with other people. The black community don't really want to have that conversation because it's just embarrassing to the dudes who, even in this chat, they ain't taking care of their kids, and to the women that have pushed the fathers away from these babies. So it's a lot of stuff going on that we got to deal with because the fathers that's there, I remember, like I tell people all the time, I remember I want to go outside and throw the football around my pops. I couldn't handle one-on-one time with pops. He the only father. He one of two, maybe two fathers in the neighborhood. Real fathers.
Right.
No disrespect to nobody else.
Man, OG.
So
I'm telling you, I was on the other side of the 8 ball, bro. I know. Me and my brothers used to laugh at dudes with daddies, bro. We used to be like, look at the square. Man, he got a
right. Like, and that's how I know. Yeah. I used to go outside. I throw the football at my pops. Right? We waiting on the Packers game to come on. We got like a 30 minutes for the Packers to come on. We outside. I'm in New York. You know what I'm saying? We in New York. Pops out there, we throwing the football. You know what I'm saying? Just we get to about 5 throws for every dude in the neighborhood coming around staring, looking at us. Mm-hmm. Right? They want to my pops feel bad. He a real man. He feel bad. He like, okay, these kids want to play too. Hey, little man, you want to catch the ball? You start throwing to them, right? Everybody playing now. So now I'm feeling some type of way. I'm like, look, this is my daddy. Y'all, man, fuck y'all. You know what I'm saying? I'm feeling some type of way. You know what I'm saying? So, but I got older and realized what was happening. But at the time, I was salty. Like, man, what is this, bro? I can't throw football with my pops. Mm-hmm. But that's how in need our community was.
For real, man.
That's
for real. When I talk to my son and he talked to some of his friends, man, and they ain't got daddies, I be like, damn, boy, I went through that. Like,
hey,
boy, I know how I feel.
Hey, 78.
Hey, 1 second. Brother Kinzel, it's saying that your device is not connected. I was about to go to you next, brother. So if you can hear me, leave out and come back in, Brother Kinzel. Go ahead, Hudson.
Yeah, I'm about to head out, but I just want to say this last thing. Jealousy and envy has taken down majority of our movements in the struggle of liberation and freedom for our people. So like one of the brothers was saying that everybody not gonna come with us, right? And I understand that. But this is what we have to understand. Fred Hampton, the chairman, once said that you can kill a revolutionary, but you can't kill the revolution. Bill Haney and Devin Haney are fighting for a new revolution. This is what all of us need to understand. If Devin Haney has anything close to a career like Floyd Mayweather, the leverage for future black fighters will be forever changed, because for the first time, you will have a fighter at that level who not only didn't go through the Olympics, but also didn't go through the 4 major sanction and promotion companies to get to that level. So whatever issue they have, we have to understand that it's bigger than just Bill, it's bigger than just Devin. They are fighting for the future of our future fighters. And if we can't put our differences to the side for that, then hey, we deserve whatever comes after that. But brothers, man, peace to all y'all. I gotta head out.
Yes, sir. Appreciate you being here, brother coach.
Salute.
Yes, sir. Salute 78.
Brother Kenzel, what's happening with it, homie?
What's up?
Oh, chilling, brother. What's your thoughts on what we cooking on?
Yeah, man, I can relate to it, and I'm probably the youngest one in the chat right now, in the whole call right now. But it's rare that you hear people talking like this. It's rare, and I'm young, so it's like I see my generation. They don't talk like this. And when it come to Keyshawn, I knew a dude like that. Cause I got my daddy. I live with my daddy. I've been knowing my daddy my whole life. But dudes in my class, they would literally antagonize me and be mad at me, like trying to fight me, talking fight words to me. And I never knew why. But at the same time, I hear them dudes like, I wish I had a dad. I wish I had this. I wish I had that.
Man, bro.
And then it started making sense to me, because that same dude always wanted to fight me. Always was trying to get at it with me. So I'm like, damn.
Y'all listen to this brother. This is a young homie. Listen to him. He giving you his experience. Same thing I went through 40 years ago. You going through it today. Go ahead, brother.
Dude was calling me a BAN, this, and I'm not going to back down. So I'm talking back to him. I'm like, I'm with whatever. But I get to realize, and this dude don't got no problem with me. He got a problem with that I got my father in my life.
Right.
And then I got cool with him after that, but I start to seeing that in boxing, because I like Devin, because I can relate to Devin. I know my daddy want the best for me. But then you got dudes who don't got that, who want to see you fail. So it's just crazy to see that happen in sports. Like, I really lived through that. It's crazy.
Man, that's powerful,
That's
man.
sad, bro. That's sad.
What he says.
Keep in mind, I'm only 20 years old, so
only 20 years old, man.
2 years
Wow.
ago, senior year.
Wow.
I remember that. Crazy,
bro. I'm gonna tell you a story that I told before. Headbust, if that's you, turn the camera on, bro. Backstage. Headbust. Okay, I got you. It was. I told the story before years ago. I'm telling you again, but I remember when I was this is when I was living in New York. I'm wilding. It's the 90s, early 90s. I'm out there acting a fool, and I remember ripping the brother in the streets and trying to do some stupid stuff. And I remember my pops. He found out I hadn't been to school in 75 days.
Dang.
Man, I was out here living my best life. I thought I was, at least. Pop found out I hadn't been to school, so he thought it was a mistake. Like, ain't no way this boy get up every day go to school. Ain't no way he made a mistake. So, just I don't know what happened, but by the ancestors' grace, I'm outside. It was his neighborhood. We out there kicking it in the hood. And we got a bunch of my homeboys and some girls. And my pops pulled up. He had just drove past. I saw his car, man. And he saw me. We made eye contact. He turned around. He did a U-turn, man. Came back around, bro. Pops came around and said, no hesitation, bro. Hop out the car. He in full military uniform. Hop out the car. He said, "Oh, You want to be bad, kick it with your friends. You want to skip school and shit, huh? But as he's saying this, he's pulling off his belt. So all my homeboys outside, girls is outside. I'm like, yo, ain't no way I'm finna get whooping in front of all these people. So my homeboy Gamar gonna say, man, you want to jump him? I'm like, man, hell no. You know what I'm saying? So before I knew it, my pop swung the belt at me, right? I grabbed the belt. You know how you grab, that's the worst thing you can do as a kid. I grabbed it. All I know is I woke up, bro. I woke up in the car, in the passenger seat, getting yelled at. He was like, don't you ever in your life. I'm like, huh? Don't ever do what? What happened? My jaw hurt. I don't know what happened. It wasn't until I talked to my boys, right, later on. Now, I'm assuming everybody finna clown me. I got knocked out by my pops, right? The whole hood finna drag me, right? That's what I'm thinking. Bro, I didn't get clowned that bad. Only my homeboys told me. My homeboy Gamar said, man, bro, your pops put you to sleep. Your pops knocked you out. I said, man. He said, man, hey, man, your pops a real one, bro. Man, ain't nobody ever came looking for me, man. Ain't nobody ever came to pick me up. Ain't nobody ever came, man. My daddy don't care where I'm at. My mama don't care where I'm at. I kept hearing that theme from everybody. Hey, man, your pops love you, bro. I'm like, man, I just got knocked out by my daddy in front of everybody, and everybody give me props for it. I said, bro, we need daddies in the community. We need daddies. Because I thought, bro, I was afraid to go to school. I'm thinking I'm going to get embarrassed. Everybody was like, yo, man, yeah, your daddy a real one, bro. I'm like, bro, that's crazy.
Hey,
let me say this, right?
My daddy told me at 15, trap or die, boy. So listen, I wish I had your daddy.
Hey,
I ain't even gonna lie.
The same thing happened to me. My daddy tried to take me to the classroom and whoop me in front of the classroom. And I snatched away. He ripped my shirt, all that type of shit. I got home. He didn't knock me out or nothing like that. But when I got home, he whooped my ass for a good 10, 15 minutes. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know exactly what he's talking about. He tried to drag me to the classroom so he could whoop me in front of I seen that happen to niggas. And it took 5-6 years for niggas to forget. You know what I'm saying? Like that can't happen.
Hey, hey, could I say this? And then
could I add this one last thing?
We're going to finish. Go ahead.
Could I add this one last thing? Instead of calling them Keyshawn, can we call them COON Sean?
Cool Sean, for sure.
Yeah, I think we should start changing their names. Instead of Rampage Jackson, Sambo Jackson. We got to start changing their name, and that's just let it follow them. Appreciate you letting me speak, General.
Hey, man, appreciate you, brother. Let me go to my brother, the OG, Mr. Mott, in the building. What's up, Mr. Mott?
What's going on, Sydney? How everybody doing on the panel?
Doing good, brother.
Good.
Hello, Mr. Mott.
Yeah, one of the things I wanted to speak on was, basically when y'all was talking about the racism. When I was 7 years old, being outside playing, when I came in the house, we only had like 2 or 3 channels. And, when we had to watch TV, the only thing that was on the channel was Roots. So I had to sit there and watch the whole miniseries every night. Then as I got older, I think it was right around the time I was getting ready to graduate high school, it was a movie called Mississippi Burning. All of these are movies that, show you how bad the white folks treated black folks. And as the years progressed, I noticed, as I got older, that the youngsters that came behind us, they weren't seeing these movies.
Right.
Hearing Martin Luther, when I heard Martin Luther King's name when I was young, I wanted to know who he was, 7'8". I wanted to know who Medgar Evers was. I wanted to know who Malcolm X was, Huey P. Newton. I wanted to know who all those guys were. So I looked into who they were. Now, in these years, there's absolutely no connection to those great leaders. None. You bring up Martin Luther King and all these people, it's just a shoulder shrug to them. So what about them? That's the question they ask. They don't feel any connection to those great people. None whatsoever. That's why it's so easy for them to go stand beside Ryan Garcia or say they like Ryan Garcia or Teofimo Lopez. Somebody being racist means nothing to these youngsters these days, and
Right.
it's getting worse as time goes on. The connection is almost gone, and it's going to continue to get worse simply because they just don't feel any connection to their ancestors, and they never will. I mean, you got Devin got a living, breathing connection to his ancestors in Bill. Bill lived that stuff. So Devin gonna be all right. You'll never have to worry about Devin getting sideways like that when it comes to somebody being racist and somebody jigging or whatever y'all call it. I know you don't want to use that word, but man, it's just a sad state of affairs for me, 7-8. I just sit back. I know y'all joke around about me sitting back looking over the top of my glasses, man, but I just sit back and I just sit back and I observe, man, what's going on around us, man, and it's just sad to me. It's sick to me what the world has became when it comes to racism and how it's so easy for another black man to be okay with another race saying all this stuff about it. And you know, and I say this all the time. You know, I don't like the way Tank move when it comes to boxing, but that don't bother me nowhere near him aligning himself with a racist like Ryan Garcia. All that, I mean, you know, I don't like it that he ain't fighting the people that we think he's supposed to be fighting, but him being able to walk over to Ryan Garcia and act like this guy's his buddy and be all cool with it after this man said he wanted to be part of the KKK and he wanted to dig up George Floyd and do him again. I mean, he might as well get a shovel and go out there with it.
Absolutely.
I mean, and that's just the way it is, man. These youngsters these days don't have a connection to nobody in their past, man. When it comes to slavery and you know, stuff like that, that don't mean nothing to it. All it took was my mom to tell me when she was little she had to pick cotton,
man.
You know, and then explain to me what that was about. You know, and that's something that stuck with me. So all this other stuff that goes on in boxing, yeah, I don't like it. But all these young black fighters being cool, running around saying they cool with these races, that's one of the things that really triggers me and runs me hot.
Yeah.
Hey,
Can I
make
jump?
a quick point and then hop off?
Well, go ahead.
So basically, real quick, I think that's interesting because today, like, if y'all really paying attention to what's going on, because I overheard a brother said earlier that it's not about racism, it's not about prejudice, it's about the rich getting rich and the poor getting poorer. But that, I feel, is incorrect because, I mean, if all you have to do, one of the examples you could look at is look at the NFL and how there are no black owners of any of those teams in the NFL. You know what I'm saying? Like,
the NFL still don't have no black owners.
And if they do have a black owner,
no, I'm asking because I haven't paid attention. I thought they would have had at least a couple of them by now.
They might have a couple of minority owners, but no majority owners.
So on that respect, and then on that respect, the point that I'm trying to get across is that that's not 100% accurate as far as it not being about race, because look at what the government's doing now with they're unpublishing so many diversity, equity, and inclusion content. They're unpublishing all the things that represent other minorities within the federal government workforce. They're unpublishing all of that. They're getting rid of all of diversity, equity, and inclusion programs. So for people to say that it's not about race, it's about money and power, you need to understand that there's a whole system in place based off of that to prevent another Floyd Mayweather situation from happening. And they're using any and all resources at their disposal to prevent that from happening. That's a real thing. The aesthetic of our people is something that they don't want. These people live off of the aesthetic of themselves, and they want to see themselves as the elite, as the powerful at all costs. And they don't want to go through another Muhammad Ali. They don't want to go through another Floyd. You feel me? So, or another Jack Johnson, if you will. So they're doing they're investing a crap ton of money to prevent that stuff from happening. Even if Orion Garcia says something crazy racist about joining a known domestic terrorist group such as the Ku Klux Klan, you feel me, that have committed a whole series of terrorist acts against our people. You feel me? Even if he says that, it does not matter, because it does not fit their ultimate objective, which is to keep that 1% of whites the dominant power over the 1% blacks who have all that money. It's really that serious. These people really care about how you look when you are successful. It is a real thing. But that's all I got to say.
Well said, good brother. Well said.
Yeah, I wanted to jump in behind that.
Go ahead, fam.
Even when we go back to what Devin Haney said on this platform, when he said he'll never lose to a white dude, right? People they got so upset about that. They was, how dare he say that? That's wrong. They're demanding an apology. But the reality of the situation is, there's no history of like black people talking like that, doing nothing violent or crazy. You feel me? That's like.
He broke up. I think he broke up, bro. He froze up. Okay, let's see. Let's see what we got here.
Hey, 7-8. I just wanted to hit on what you said. I was gonna get up off of here, man.
Go ahead, bro.
Quick.
Get up off here anyway. Go ahead.
Yeah, I just wanted to say that where you was talking about how we need black fathers in you know, our households. Not only do we need black fathers in the household, you can't just be present. You got to be active in that household as well. You got to do things with your kids. You got to help them with the homework. You can't always depend on wifey to do it. You know what I'm saying? You gotta be a active part of them kids' lives. Go on them trips with the family. You know what I'm saying? Don't just send the wife and the kids. All that is important as well, y'all, because they need to really see how you move. And the only way to see how you move is by doing things with them. Go take them fishing, stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? That's all I really got to say about it, man. Much love to you, 7-8. Much love to everybody on the panel, everybody in the chat.
Hey, appreciate you, bro. Salute to you. Salute to everybody that's in the building, man. Thank y'all for being here. Salute to everybody that's in the super chat. Appreciate y'all 1,000 times. I'll forget about it here, but we'll be back tomorrow. We're going to be cooking tomorrow in fish grease. The leftover grease will be cooked tomorrow, ladies and gentlemen. Thank y'all for being here. I'm going to probably hit those deuces. Sub to the channel, hit the like button.